everyone, and welcome to the Night Fallsville podcast. Transformers Rise of the Beast review / Transformers edition, pretty much. So, shit. Discussing Transformers, the new movie, Rise of the Beast, and I guess the franchise as a whole, and end it with our top 10 favorite Transformers. So
Nerd out with us.
Pretty similar formula.
What you doing with Primal? That mask is shit. I don't. You know that never shows up in the show, but
No.
for some reason he has it as a toy.
Just bam, gone.
Talking about Optimus Primal's mask. What do you?
That just happened by accident. I pressed the hype button. It's in my hand. I gotta get it out of my hand.
All right, Mirage.
Hype.
Got your high beams going.
Hype. Oh, man.
Hey,
Gotta do
spoilers, everybody.
Yeah,
do them.
spoiler
That's
alert.
our show.
Because the whole movie will be discussed. Huh?
Gotta do the wall sits.
The wall sits and almost looks like you're trying to have him twerk.
Wow.
I would have preferred taking a crap like a normal human, but he's not She-Hulk.
Oh. I don't know, a Marvel reference right away.
Not with Ron Perlman voicing him.
I listened to a Ron Perlman narrative of tour.
All right, everybody. This is how you properly drop your junk.
I mean, I guess gotta talk on opening thoughts, I guess.
I loved it.
Yeah, as simple as it was, Transformers hits you on the action factor anyway, so.
Okay, initial thoughts after watching all of it together, I felt like it hit nostalgia values for Beast Wars, but it also brought back memories from the first 3 Transformers movies all in one. Like, I got vibes from all 3 movies all in that one movie. Which is both good and bad. But it still didn't make it a bad movie. Dean?
What?
Thoughts?
Opinions on the movie?
I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I thought it was really good. I mean, I'm a Mirage fanboy, but that's just me, because I always gravitate towards the relatable character.
So it's not because of Pete.
I like Pete now. I've never hated Pete Davidson, just his voice is kind of annoying sometimes.
He fit that character pretty well.
It's an upper echelon, and this is not saying that much, but it's an upper echelon of the Transformers movies, and that's not saying much, because you want to talk about a franchise that's just up and down with good crap, good crap, good crap. It's this fucking franchise. Holy crap. It's probably, for me, it'd probably be up in the upper tier of the top 3, like Rise of the Beasts isn't, however you want to arrange them, is
So
whatever. Rise of the Beasts, Dark of the Moon, and the original one are my
Out of the
favorite.
8
And,
we have-
Bumblebee. Bumblebee also.
So you gotta cut one of those out, that's 4.
Wait. Bumblebee. I had it. For some reason I said it wasn't. It was Dark of the Moon, Bumblebee, and Rise of the Beast.
There you
The
go.
original Transformers in there. That one is. I still love that one, but if I had to cut, it'd be that one. But I still do. I do enjoy that one a lot. Because I was like, God, I did say 4. Which one did I not meant to say? And I did not meant to say the original one. I did not mean to say that one.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought the toys. I'm going to be distracted too.
A lot of heart in the story. You can almost make a case I like Noah more than Sam Witwicky, which is hard. That's tough to say. But I kind of vibe with his story and his character arc more than Sam's.
The way they were brought into the story is very similar, though.
Yeah, I like the 90s setting was cool. I like the 90s setting. I like the more urban 90s setting. That was really nice. Had a good soundtrack. You had some Biggie, you had some Nas. I like some 90s
I
hip-hop.
vibed with the whole freaking soundtrack. I don't think my foot stopped tapping every time I
You bobbing your head to
yeah.
rap will always be funny to me. I don't care what you say.
Hey, just because I'm white doesn't mean I can't enjoy rap.
I'm looking at the cast to confirm names for
With the
people.
voices,
Yeah.
we had Michelle Yeoh, right?
Yeah, that
As
was
Airazor.
Airazor. Yep.
Kind of sad the way she went out.
Yeah.
They kind of that one thing I did have with that they fucked up one of the plagues of Transformers is the Rust.
Mhm.
I don't know what the hell Scourge shot at her, but it looked like the Rust, but it wasn't the Rust because it changed how she acted.
Yeah, it was basically mind control. That's
Yeah.
kind of where it was going.
Yeah.
You had one problem with it. What was it?
Well,
The movie. You said you had one problem.
I did. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't.
It was before you got into your Pete Davidson love. You said you had one problem with it.
If I did, it was like so minor. I literally forgot it.
You said
This
it was movie
car
wise.
talk.
You said it was movie, and you said it was movie wise too.
No, it was about the list. Remember?
Oh,
It was
Just
about
the li-
my
just
top
the
list.
list?
Because of your
it was
list?
Because I
just-
fucked up your
It was
list.
just my list. It was just my list. I mean, it's one of them movies where there'd be little nitpicks here and there. Like, the final fight was actually really cool. It was actually good. I liked it. The environment was kind of boring. It's basically just was a giant desert, but like nothing will ever beat Dark of the Moon's Chicago battle. Nothing will ever beat that. That was my favorite end of Transformers fight, but it was still good.
So note to self, don't take Dean to Peru.
Part of it was because Unicron.
Philippines, sure.
By the way, for our listeners in the Philippines, thank you very much.
Oh man, and our one listener in Nigeria too. Can't forget him. He's important.
South Africa, Nigeria,
So I do not know.
England.
I do not know the guy that voiced Cheetor. The most thing he was.
Yeah, what, 2 lines?
Yeah.
That was kind of sad.
Someone
Cheetor was supposed to be
literally
one of
said-
I
those.
don't know if Rhinox has a line.
Rhinox didn't even talk. And
No,
has a
he didn't.
Voice
David
credit.
Sobolov.
Yeah. And he has a voice credit. It's like, jeez.
That would probably be another gripe with the movie, is that what?
He's the voice of Grodd from The Flash.
Are you serious?
Yes. For all 2 words he said.
That would have been amazing!
But he
To
is.
have him with more lines!
But he is not God. He is Grodd. Wheeljack is mostly known for his role in Ted Lasso, which I haven't watched, but we know him as the bartender in Spider-Man No Way Home, talking to
Really?
Tom Hardy?
talking to Tom Hardy at the end of the movie. He's listed as bartender.
Barton.
Coleman Domingo is the voice of Unicron.
Domingo.
He's in Fear the Walking Dead, Euphoria.
Kind of liked his voice.
I want to.
And oh my god, Dinklage with that. Dinklage! What did I say? Dinklage?
Yeah.
Dinklage.
Dinklage.
As
Scourge.
Scourge.
As Scourge, he give him more menacing roles, man. He did his job.
He can do anything he wants.
I mean-
It's just hard to see him as the villain when he's playing the villain. He can voice whatever he
Because you can
wants.
punt him across the fucking.
He's just not intimidating as a
Wait,
villain.
You didn't like him in X-Men First Class?
But he's playing the scientist.
No, it wasn't First Class. It was
Yeah.
Days of Future's Past.
Stage of
That's
Future's
Matt,
Past.
but I
But
agree.
he's the scientist.
But
He's not
I-
designed to be physical combatant.
Example,
You can't make him the
like-
physical
like
combatant.
playing a Bane or something. It's like that. What the?
You can make him a MODOK
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
smart
God,
person.
No, that needed that.
But I'm saying you can have him be the
He
smart
would have
person.
been a better MODOK than the MODOK we got.
Yes.
He wasn't a dick though.
Yeah, he became your friend. He became your brother.
And somehow I think making a tiny ass would have been even worse.
Dinklage probably would have used his own ass. Look at it!
I don't know if William Burke sounds familiar from the new Candyman.
Yeah, a little bit.
That the actual Candyman, or
The voice of Unicron is Coleman Domingo. He's his character's name in William Burke in the new Candyman.
why? It's been so long since I've watched it. I don't know if I can put a name to.
John
face.
DiMaggio was the voice of Stratosphere.
John DiMaggio. I believe that's Jake the dog.
I recognize it.
That's
I
Jake the
yeah.
dog from
Yes.
Adventure Time. Not yeah.
Please tell me he is also the voice of the Irishman from Samurai Jack,
You mean Scotsman?
the
You
Scotsman.
said Irishman.
I know.
I was like, you mean Scotsman?
I screwed that up.
It's going to take me a
No.
minute to get all the way through that because it stopped at 2021 before you got to expand.
Yeah, that would take. Yeah.
You could just, I'll
I mean, all the voice work was really good.
Yeah.
You don't got to say Peter Cullen. He's exempt because he's god tier voice work. You don't.
Man, do they have his character going through some shit.
I love Optimus's arc.
Wow.
Optimus's story arc. It makes sense in the
The
original.
Scotsman and Samurai Jack, yes.
He was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes complete and total fucking sense now.
It makes sense why in the 2007 movie Optimus is fairly more. This is a prequel to that, so why Optimus is so kind of accepting.
Gonna get into that because I think this officially confirms that everything's been rebooted and none of the other movies, other than Bumblebee, exist.
Because Bumblebee was mentioned.
No more Section 7.
No more anything in the other 5 movies.
Because they're probably because they confirmed it's going to be a trilogy, so the next movies will probably culminate the defeating Unicron, maybe.
Now they're teaming up with
G.I. Joe, which is
don't fuck it up, Hasbro.
depends on where they're going. If they're keeping their new Snake Eyes,
that guy's. Oh yeah, I forgot that movie existed for a
You
second.
want to know why you forgot it existed? Because nothing came of it.
yeah.
I
Well,
seen that with you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know where you were. I seen that with you. I don't think
I don't know.
I seen that with
I
Matt.
watched it at home.
But that gave us a new Scarlet and a new Snake Eyes, so there's
Yeah.
potential there.
But not my guy, General Hauser.
Well, they didn't touch on anybody.
Ah.
They didn't really touch on anybody yet, outside of those two.
This-
They gave us Storm Shadow.
Why am I forgetting his name? The parachute
Parachute.
from the first movie. He's an actual character and he's pretty cool.
And yeah, I'd have to
That
rewatch it.
Yeah, I know.
Wayne's played.
Marlon
Oh,
Wayans.
fuck! I should
Crosshair?
Yeah, might be.
Crosshair?
No,
I mean, ay. I'm gonna look. I got it. Hold on.
you got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
They're G.I. Joe, buddy. And the best thing about this is that they need to use more of the comic storylines than if they're going to put G.I. Joes in there because they quite often
Hey,
crossed over in the comics, in mostly the Marvel comics at that.
Oh, my dumb ass ripcord.
Ripcord.
See, I said parachute, ripcord.
You didn't go far enough.
No, I didn't.
It's that.
I plain out just fucking smacked the ground because I forgot the ripcord.
You mean the last movie we basically got what's his name in until he came back now for the whale?
Yep.
Yeah. God, I'm so. That's another franchise I'm very kind of cliche with a little bit. Like my favorite G.I. Joe is Snake Eyes, and I'm like, that's 80% of the world's favorite G.I. Joe.
I'm biased.
What?
Biased towards what?
I have a fucking general.
I love Snake Eyes. I love Storm.
And he was played by Channing Tatum.
I love Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow.
Duke?
That was Hauser.
Duke Hauser, yeah.
Yeah.
Me being me, of course I love Scarlet. And Baroness is my guilty pleasure. I ain't talking about my Baroness love. I won't talk about that.
You can talk about her all you want.
No, I'm not. This is
Skin tight
Transformers.
black outfit.
Fuck.
Hey, it's still Transformers. It's the same
Yeah,
universe.
now it's the same universe. But yes, this basically does retcon the other 5 movies because obviously, according to the first movie they made, Optimus wasn't on planet yet. Now Optimus has been on planet for how long?
Yeah,
8 years, or
Yep.
7 years, according to this movie.
they can. But they can bring back Megatron.
But
Technically, if they're scrapping
Oh.
the rest.
You know, the further I love the movie, but the further I think about it, the more gripes I come up with it. We have the Maximals.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are our Predacons?
Got the Terracons, got no Predacons.
The Terracons have always been a thing with Unicron, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had the Maximals. And they were on a planet. Where are the Predacons?
Problem is I think they weren't going to touch it for this movie until they found out how well it does. Because they still have a giant purple
And we still
problem.
yeah. Yeah. Purple is everywhere with the Decepticons, dude.
We have a giant purple problem with the leader of the Predacons.
Not to mention, we got teased with basically the War for Cybertron
Yeah.
in Bumblebee. Like we got Soundwave, we got Shockwave.
Yeah, we got all of them.
We got Starscream.
Comic accurate, too.
Yes.
Well, what's
Still the only one not comic accurate is Bumblebee.
nobody disgrace that movie.
They're never gonna change his look since Bayverse. I swear to God. Like they teased us with the whole Beetle
Yeah.
for his movie, and then right at the end, it's like, nah, we're gonna give him the muscle car.
which is why we're getting a caveat of my top 10.
I don't think there's any problem with you could bring back Megatron if you're truly scrapping everything.
No, but we're saying is what Megatron are we getting? Because now that we have, are we getting Megatron or are we getting Megatron?
Oh,
I wouldn't care if we get both Megatrons. Actually, if we get the one Megatron, we should get a proper Galvatron.
I didn't have as big a problem with that Galvatron though, even though technically that's not.
That was just Megatron 2.0.
Which is what Galvatron is.
oof.
Yeah, sorta. Story-wise, it is.
It's just how the only thing that changed is how he was created. But yes, Galvatron was always.
Plus, the one thing I liked, Optimus' design, it's very subtle. You can actually see the matrix of leadership in there. It just was never mentioned, which was kind of sad. The other thing I noticed is that the key, you remember what the matrix of leadership looked like in the Bayverse?
It wasn't the Matrix of Leadership, wasn't it?
Could have swore that thing that they shattered.
I know. I didn't think that's what it was called.
What was that in 3? Number 3?
2. That was 2.
That was 2?
That was Revenge of the Fallen.
Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah, that's the one
God.
where he died.
Oh.
Because Optimus died on us, 3 times in that series?
Kept coming back. Optimus Prime.
Is it?
I'm looking.
Awkward silence.
Sometimes Google isn't that.
You guys keep talking.
Fact checking. Fact checking.
Do you need a button for that?
Oh,
Fact
just
checking.
Spam fact checking.
Yeah.
Oh, one
Go
fact I
around the
thought was
phone.
funny because Optimus you don't see him much without his thing covering his mouth going. He had it off a lot. Peter Cullen got the design what his face looked like. That was really cool.
Yes, it is the Matrix of Leadership.
Oh, you know what? That was kind of sad. You know, we got a lot of Primal as the gorilla. We didn't get a whole lot of him as robot.
You didn't get
Yeah.
a lot of them as a robot.
Yeah.
I
Cheetor
still never
robot?
got, I still didn't get a good look at Cheetor or Rhinox face
No.
Yeah.
because they were constantly moving.
I mean, the more
we
you
seen bot mode once where he had the freaking hammer. I would have rather him had his gauntlet Gatling guns. But whatever.
the more you talk about, the more you get like little gripes and shit. Like, I knew this was gonna happen. You have the Maximals in there and stuff. And I'm sitting there like they're all cool in their own ways and stuff. But I'm sitting there like they're in this movie. They're gonna each have. They're not even gonna each half of them are just there and just fought off little fodder robots. To be totally fucking honest. Even Optimus Primal, he fucking killed the one Terracon. Fuck, I forgot his name. They really didn't say. I had to look in the fucking cast.
He's mentioned a few times. It's
Battle
just-
Trap,
Battle Trap.
and that is.
I love the way he just smashed his fucking head in.
And then he helped save Optimus. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this again.
That was supposed to be mine.
I'm sorry. This is maybe a hot take. I don't care who comes and steals the show again. Optimus. But pay attention to portrayal. Even Prime was like, "That's a fucking legend. That's Optimus fucking Prime."
He even stated that it's not. I don't think this is the legend we know. And then he just went and took him
he
aside and
literally
he taught him.
He literally performed a fatality on Scourge. He ripped his full spine out. He literally performed a fatality. It was awesome.
What, you want to see him in Mortal
It still
Kombat?
will. It still won't ever beat Revenge of the Fallen. And give me your face.
You know, he does that a lot of in these movies. He's very brutal. Like he's more brutal than he is in the video games.
Or Megatron and Jazz is like, you want a piece of me? No, I want to.
Just had to bring that back up.
Don't bring
A
that
lot
up.
of people have died in these
Jazz.
movies.
So sad.
He might be somewhere on my list. I don't know. Who's he?
Hey, they still haven't even touched on my favorite Autobot.
Are we gonna have to wait for your list for that? though,
Yes.
aren't we? Okay.
I'm gonna be like tougher. But now I'm trying to. The CGI was pretty decent. I mean, a lot of it was. I mean, it's Transformers. So you got to be used to that kind of CGI if you've watched all of them. It's like holy. But it was pretty good.
Which one do you think I've edged out harder on? This one or watching all the Fast and the Furious movies?
Well, Fast and Furious are pretty like what the.
Fast and the Furious, because it's almost like the same story every time.
That's
Yes.
it's giant fucking robots fighting each other. You can expect the wacky, over the top shit. And Fast and Furious, like these motherfuckers are racing cars and they're dragging bombs around and shit. I mean, It's like, Jesus, I get what he's saying.
Yeah, that last one was a literal bomb.
And they're fucking pushing it around the fucking Rome. Like, what are you doing? Jesus, that was funny.
Don't take notes, Optimus. That's not how things are done.
Oh my god.
When you say roll out, that's not what he means.
Tuck it, Gil.
But again, you know, the Maximals are in the first credit, or in the first beginning of the movie. Then you don't see them for like over half the movie. Then they're in there for the last like half hour or so, which I kind of expected.
Which was what a lot of people's biggest gripe was for this movie. It's like, it's Rise of the Beasts.
They're not barely.
And they are not by any means a big part of this movie.
Yeah.
Until the very end.
You know, it's a sad thing
but
about it.
But they did the same thing to the Dinobots too. So.
Oh. And Dinobots were technically worse because those only got about 5 minutes of glory.
Got shafted. Gets a name and just gets pounded into the ground.
Be my horsey.
I mean, he's being the horsey for the greatest Autobot ever. So.
That's true. Be my horsey.
You create a red carpet for that man. He is the red carpet.
Red and blue.
Optimus, bro. Man, I'm gonna tell you, and maybe I'm not. That's one thing about Optimus too. Like Megatron, as you guys have said, and now that I remember now, he's been a whole bunch of. For the most part, this motherfucker is always a semi. Different variation of a semi, but he's usually a semi.
Still won't give him the trailer.
They'll never give him a trailer.
Are you talking in the movies?
Yeah,
never get no trailer. For
you got the trailer in the.
once.
Yeah, they gave him the trailer as his extras, which was a thing in one of the cartoons. Where his trailer was basically all of his extra gadgets.
Yes, I have the convoy.
That
right
was
there.
that was Dark Side of the Moon. They gave him the trailer.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Like I said, they changed it though. I don't know the name. See, my family would be disappointed with all the years of trucking. But he was in this one. He's always been
a Peterbilt,
the flat. The
flatbed?
Flatbed, the flat face on a truck.
Flat face, Peterbilt.
Then in this, he was but in the Michael Bay ones, he was always a Kenworth, usually a Kenworth, and my family loves the Kenworths. But he's always been a fucking semi.
I know coworkers happy that they just got rid of the flame truck. It added an interesting element, but it's Optimus Prime. He doesn't need to be flashy.
Flashy.
Yeah, I believe he's got a problem with that. Mr. Flash over here? No, flashy! Always flash! Never boring.
I don't disagree. I mean...
Oh, come on. All right. Remember how he looked in that movie?
Yeah.
Rise of the Beast? Now look at this toy. That's G1 Optimus.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking spot on there.
No, let me tell you though.
How do you expect me to see that?
How do you expect me to...
He's behind the mic, so there you go. Here,
You turned him towards me like I can see him right in front of the mic. Why?
Here you go. Here you go, sir. Just don't destroy him.
The only real...
I don't have my gun.
The only real big... Bro! The only real death we got was Air Razor. Other than that, I mean, Scourge, that's the villain. You knew he was going to get clapped eventually. All the bad guys. You didn't seem to like that. You're like, oh, just kill her. Just kill Air Razor.
They always kill the female ones. The female Transformers don't live.
Fucking,
How did they kill Jazz in the first one?
Stop bringing that up.
They've killed several of the males. I'm not just saying they haven't killed. They only killed the females.
Oh, what was it? Oh, God, I lost my train of thought.
Jetfire died
I'm
in
happy
2.
I got a proper RC.
Yeah, versus just forgot about her for the rest of the franchise.
Let me see.
You know, the Tri-RC from... Was
Two.
that Dark? Yeah.
No, that was Revenge, yeah.
Revenge of the Fallen.
Fucking...
And she wasn't even a good character either.
I just...
No, she was just thrown in there with Sideswipe and all those other guys.
Sideswipe. That they just threw them names and like, here's this one, and here's this one.
Yeah, they're just throwing in the names to give you the names.
Here's their names.
Sometimes I do, and a lot of them just end up as Decepticons.
That
How many times has Barricade died? Because they brought him back. They've brought him back several times.
Barricade.
In this before it was rebooted, 3 times I think. He was blown up and brought back.
Yeah,
but that seems to be a thing in the movies now, according to Rise of the Beast. We lost Bumblebee, and then all of a sudden, whoop!
Yeah, but Bumblebee wasn't.
He had a badass entrance, though.
Yes. Anyone who thought he was
actually
dead would have been, and was like, no, he's not fucking dead.
We kind of knew once we were at that point he wasn't going to be dead, considering the goddamn trailers. God,
I'm gonna
We knew
tell
he
you
had
though.
to jump out of a plane.
we just didn't. Yeah, we didn't know he had to jump on a plane. They didn't show that part, did
Yes,
they?
they did.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's in the
tell
first
you,
trailer.
Fuck.
And they are
I didn't play
heartless. I give them credit, but they are heartless for that Mirage fake out. That was bullshit.
Oh, it leads to me one of my favorite parts. It may not have gone to a Witwiki, but I fucking love the exosuit. That was amazing.
I do find, after rewatching the original 1980 movie, remembering that everybody's named Wiki, why did they name him Sam when they had two existing Witwikis that they could have known with, and they just changed the name of him?
Yeah.
Because it was Spike and Daniel. Why did they name him Sam? Why?
How interesting of a name is Daniel? That's more of an 80s-esque.
Daniel versus Samuel.
Yeah.
Sam?
Uh,
Sammy?
Dan.
Boy?
Dan.
Dan?
I mean,
Dan.
oh man. Yeah, I'm curious. Hey,
Sam during an explosion, Dan during an explosion. Which are you hearing?
Dan.
You're going to hear Dan over Sam?
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I suppose S will go.
it wasn't right. That wasn't right. You seen the pain on my face when they're fucking planning out Mirage. Like,
I'm sorry.
I'm going with you, kid. I'm gonna go hold off Scourge. I'm like, no, that's the main villain, Mirage. No.
Dean, I'm sorry I had to piss you off there. It's like, did you identify as him?
Of course I did.
He literally turned to me
Said,
with this
"Fuck you."
pissed off fucking face. Fuck you.
I was part mad, but also part comedic because I get kind of used to it. But I'm like, not again. No. Bullshit.
You identify as a character. What happened?
I finally survived. I got repaired. Bullshit. I'm like, no fucking way.
You aren't a Porsche anymore.
Yeah, I'm a fucking.
You're a Franken Porsche. That's a new one. The Franken Porsche.
I did think he was actually dead, though. I'm like, no, wait, he's talking. He's not dead. He's just gonna be.
I was surprised his spark didn't live on through the exosuit, but now we don't have the exosuit anymore because
I kind of I liked his design too, so I'm kind of happy they, even though he's kind of rust bucket now, I'm happy because
If he's going to work for G.I. Joe, he's going to get an exosuit.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't know how I would have liked if I just kept hearing Pete Davidson talking in that fucking suit. So I'm happy he got repaired. He's going to be a transform. I'm like,
that is.
oh.
I don't know if that was a callback to the exosuit that we got.
It's definitely more of a callback to the ones from the cartoons more than it's designed to be.
Okay, because
I love.
Obviously, if they're rebooting that, they're rebooting G.I. Joe too.
Yeah. Oh boy.
like no more Snake Eyes. That we got Snake Eyes. We're getting a new Snake Eyes
Maybe.
because we need Snake Eyes.
I like the guy who played him in that movie.
We need the ninjas.
We need the ninjas.
How about a proper Destro?
Destro.
I'll take I'll take a proper any Cobra at this point. The only proper.
No,
What?
I heard your gears turning when he said a snake name.
What? Cobra? No, it wasn't even. I was actually thinking about G.I. Joe. It was funny that
Okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt played Cobra Commander in the first one. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt's great.
We got a proper Storm Shadow and we got a proper Baroness
Yeah.
for the original
And
two
we'll see if
movies.
they. I like, and you actually had to nudge me for this. I like the fact that they actually called back to Bumble and Optimus said, "I know a human treated you good, B." I was like, "Oh, yay!"
No,
kinda
no,
sad that it
that
was
wasn't
one
the
human.
that wasn't the call out that I appreciated more. It was Marky Mark leaving the band and
Leaving the Funky Bunch.
leaving the band. It's like, oh, now that's a callback to the last two movies. Marky Mark.
I mean, Mark Wahlberg's fine. He does. Mark Wahlberg's one of them people that is actor that's so weird. I love him. He's one of my favorites. But
Becoming an actor.
he's a good actor. But for the most part, he plays himself. He plays Mark Wahlberg just like The Rock plays The Rock. So it's like,
I think The Rock plays The Rock more than Mark plays Mark.
I think Mark's a better actor than The Rock. Oh yeah, I'm just saying. A lot of times, Mark.
The
Wahlberg,
Rock has two roles, being the Rock and a dad.
Yeah, he does pretty good in kid roles.
Yeah.
Yes. Vin Diesel only has one role that fits him: the family man. Damn right, Groot and Dom. That will never die.
You did.
Never.
Were you guys the ones that were with me when I made the joke? It's like, of course, that's why everybody died in Saving Private Ryan. They killed off Vin Diesel first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
He
Yes,
was the first one they died.
Yeah, he died early on. I'll never get over the fact that I looked up one day at Vin Diesel. That's not even his real name. You know what Vin Diesel's real name is? Mark Sinclair. That shit will kill me to the... Like, hey, Mark Sinclair. It's Vin
It
Diesel.
might be a subconscious thing for me.
It's like Mark Sinclair? God damn, Vin.
We don't know
I
a lot.
see nothing wrong with that name.
I don't either. It's just Mark Sinclair. It's
But
so...
it's not as catchy as Vin Diesel.
Not when it comes to driving a car, I guess.
But Vin
I
Diesel,
got the VIN from your car, and you're a diesel.
A diesel.
which is kind of funny because he
No.
uses more nitro than he uses diesel.
You can't trust diesels.
Vin Nitro? That doesn't catch...
That sounds like a wrestler name.
It does.
Nitro is a wrestling name.
I
Vin
have
Nitro.
You would have to have a bit more of this sound going with that name.
I have hope for the for this trilogy, though. I think this could be a quality trilogy, actually.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think all of Michael Bay's movies were crap. Like I said, it's an up and down franchise. I think the first Transformers, I'm gonna run through this real quick. I think the first Transformers is, hold your thought, is enduring.
I'm holding.
It's enduring.
Endearing.
Endearing, yes, I'm using it. Endearing. Fuck.
Enduring.
I've been
means-
using that wrong all day. But it's
That's why he's here.
it's endearing.
We
But I
might not
still
like it
enjoy
all the
it.
time, but he's there for a reason.
I enjoy it. Revenge of the Fallen to most people is a giant pile of shit, but not to Matt, which is funny as hell.
I enjoyed it.
I'm
It was-
not saying I didn't. I'm just saying I understand people's gripes with it. Dark of the Moon is one of my favorites because the final fight is my favorite. Then we're getting to some really odd ones. Age of Extinction was pretty bad. It entertained me a bit, but it was pretty bad.
The premise of Age of Extinction was bad. I didn't mind the rest of the movie once we got into the Autobots.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Fallen, I had issues with Megatronus' design. That's about it.
But it was the same design as in the first movie.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it was the same design, but it's just...
Then you didn't like it in the first movie either. Then you just didn't really like Megatron's design, which is
No, because
He was teased for the second movie. It's not really like he was the main...
And last night it was just I was entertained by it, but as I say, you're trying to balance like 10 different plot points this fucking movie.
yeah, you went and started going into human mythos and
now
just
King
lost.
Arthur's involved. What are you doing? What the fuck is going on? That was
How
Bumblebee.
long have the Autobots been on... Or, no, I'm sorry. How long have Transformers... You can't just say Autobots. How long have Transformers been on Earth?
Like what the fuck?
I have a lot more problems with last night.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what are you doing? Then Bumblebee was one of the best ones because it was so compact. It was literally Bumblebee, and it was a very compact girl and alien robot bond story, kind of. It was very...
E.T.
Yeah, it was very... They followed the E.T. formula, and it worked. And it was very good. John Cena was in that movie. I didn't see him nowhere, but he was in there.
I was waiting for that one. I was going to
I
make a
didn't
joke
see
if he
that.
didn't.
I wasn't in there. I didn't see him in there.
I like that they actually called out E.T. after doing Bumblebee.
Yeah.
It was said, 3 different times by Pete.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So I think the franchise can... I hope
E.T.
they
got better treatment
I hope
than
they
this.
keep Noah, though. I think they will. I like Noah as a main human.
Mr. Anthony Ramos.
He better fucking stay
He
on
wasn't
now that we got
annoying, though.
teased
Like,
with
the
G.I.
thing-
Joe.
I will agree with some of these. These are hardcore Transformers fans that hated this aspect, but I think you need it to an extent, but I think sometimes they overdid it. When Transformers fans are going to see a Transformers, they want to see the robots, right? They just want to see the fucking robots, and they bitch because they had a human element. I'm like, well, you kind of need a human element, at least a little bit. Yeah, Sam and Megan Fox's shit was a little, like, what is going on? Revenge
That
of the
was over
Fallen,
the
it was
top.
bad. It was bad. Like, God, this romance is
I want to
terrible.
say
But...
this one balanced it out.
Yes,
Quite a bit.
I think so. Yes,
It's the first half is still heavy duty human.
True.
First half of
My
it.
point
to
is,
set the
people
tone.
don't care about the fucking
Yes.
humans. They want to see the robots.
But it,
I agree.
it gave you more of. I'm stealing this from a couple of the other reviews I saw, but it gave you a more human interaction with Noah and his brother.
Yes.
It gave you a little bit more
understanding of
versus
the character.
Yeah, it felt homelier more than the child-parent relationship we got with the other ones.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's always a contrast with a child-parent that can go iffy.
Yeah, they tried too
And-
much to recreate what we got
and
out
s-
of Daniel and
and
Spike.
and to be totally after the first movie, Sam Sam's parents just got weird, like over the top. Like, what is wrong with you? Are fucking strange.
That's what happens when you retire.
They just got fucking weird.
They were only retired in the third one, technically. But. And then Mark Wahlberg having to deal with his daughter for the first one, and then can't be around his daughter for the second one to protect her. It's just
because the government hates all Transformers now, except they love using them.
Thank you, Kelsey Grammer.
Well, that's the government.
I can't hate him. I can't.
Yeah, that's Beast. I'll always see him.
I love him as an actor, and it all started with Frasier. Actually, no, it started with Cheers, led into Frasier.
I mean, like I said, I think they have a good blueprint for better movies. I respect the hell out of Michael Bay, but it's his time to he needed to get away from that franchise, especially after Age of Extinction and last night. It's like, I don't even know what's going on anymore, dude. What are you doing?
What was the name of the third one? Moon?
Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark of the Moon.
After
I
that
liked.
one, he could have
stepped out.
I don't know what happened in the writing department.
Too much of a break in between.
But here's the thing, though. Remember, I believe Dark of the Moon did end. Here's the thing, though. As badly reviewed as they were, I know for Age of Extinction made over $1 billion. They were, but they were most of these movies were successful.
It's because of idiots like us that wanted to see the Dinobots and were disappointed with it.
Now,
Transformers
last night,
I'm gonna get Grimlock. Fuck yes!
And he doesn't talk the entire.
I mean,
he could have talked like a fucking retard, and I'd have been fine.
Hey,
me Grimlock, me destroy you.
I can't.
You basically just were Hulk, in a way.
It's kind of the same thing.
Okay, so it's kind of the
that's
same.
Technically, that's how Grimlock talked for quite a while until he got a big knock on the noggin and reset his brain.
There you go.
Seriously. There's this entire comic line called King Grimlock. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. First Transformers, $700 million. I'm just curious. Revenge of the Fallen worldwide, $836 million. On the way up. Dark of the Moon hit $1 billion, I believe. Yes, Dark of the Moon was $1.1 billion.
But it just kept going up.
Hold on, Age of Extinction, I think, was the highest. 1.1 billion for Age of Extinction. What was Dark of the Moon? 1.124. Dark of the Moon was a little bit higher than Age of Extinction, but they're pretty much the same. Last night is the drop off. Last night only made about $600 million. That was a drop off. Bumblebee.
That's when it's what?
Bumblebee, $468 million, but that movie had a smaller budget, so that still did good.
So John DiMaggio was also the voice of Crosshairs.
Yeah.
In the Age of Extinction movie. So they're bringing out voice actors to change the roles a little bit.
September 13th, 2024, the next Transformers movie is called Transformers 1.
Oh, something I can appreciate in this movie? We got a 90s setting in New York.
Yeah.
Guess
what they put in the movie? The trade centers.
Mm-hmm.
It's been taboo forever.
Normally, yeah.
They recreated a lot of stuff for 1990s New York.
We got something that had me laughing every time I seen one on the screen. The windbreakers. Them colorful ass windbreakers. I was laughing every time.
Like, oh my god.
But back to my fucking thought.
Okay, you remember.
We had Unicron, right?
Yep.
Primus was actually name dropped.
Yeah.
I would love a bit more lore in the next two movies somewhere of the Primes.
Yeah.
I don't even care if they just say Megatronus' name. I don't care what. Just give me a little something. Since we have Unicron, give us something out of there.
This is a hot take, not really a hot take, but I would actually kind of like to see a movie. Again, this would almost eliminate the entire human element. That's the problem.
You have your.
But I would
light
like
and
a
dark.
movie that almost takes place for the majority of it
Entirely
on
on Cybertron.
Yes, but that's kind of taboo because you would eliminate the whole human element. How the fuck you gonna incorporate humans into that? That's the problem. It's like
you don't even have to. There's plenty of fucking other alien species that the Transformers interacted with.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if people...
With the concept of G.I. Joe, space can be a thing.
I could see it then. Yes, I could see it then.
With the inclusion.
With the inclusion of G.I. Joe, I could
Fuck
see
it, give us Voltron.
I want to see Unicron fucking transform. I'm sick of him being a fucking ball, a planet.
Give it time, he's not dead.
I want to see big Unicron. Let's go.
He is big.
I know he's big. I want big, standing up. Even though he's kind of boring, he just kind of stands there.
The only time Unicron usually transforms, the most we're going to get a tease with is his actual head outside of the ball.
Yeah.
unless Primus shows up.
I think it was the what.
And for that
I
to
think
happen,
it's
we'd
the-
have to have Cybertron
I think
somehow
it's the
show up on
80s
screen.
movie. I think it's the 80s movie. Doesn't Unicron fully transform
Yes.
in the 80s movie?
Yes.
He just kind of stands there. It's
But
kind of like
Swinging at
You do know,
spaceships.
you do know
Oh.
why. You do know why they did that in the movie, right?
the whole.
That movie was just to sell toys.
Yes.
all these toys.
So that's all Transformers is.
Toys. It's all these toys.
Basically, yeah.
Hasbro.
Still one of the best soundtracks in the movie ever.
What?
The 1980s Transformers movie. I love that soundtrack.
Transformers. Yeah. I mean,
No, I mean this was better. Have you watched the 86 movie?
yes, I just mentioned it. Yes, I have. I don't. it's been
I have
long.
3 or 4 songs on my Spotify account on one playlist.
I mean,
It's deep in that log of
No.
music.
Transformers. Yeah, the Nazi. No, I got that down.
They have a fucking parody band out there that does all that.
But it
music.
is true. They made that fucking shit. We got to sell our toys. Here, movie. G.I. Joe. Oh, no. G.I. Joe toys.
But that was the funniest part about that movie. We have this TV show. We're gonna make a movie out of it to sell more toys. We're also in this movie going to kill off everyone in this goddamn movie.
Oh, that's bullshit. They killed my boy in the first 20 minutes. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Optimus, Ironhide, Wheeljack, all of them are dead in the first 25 minutes of that movie.
I still can't get. I'm still laughing. I'm still imagining Unicron fighting in that.
That's the whole reason we have the terms G1 and G2. We don't really have a G3 because it kind of just blends into G1.
I'm still imagining Unicron fighting.
That slow ass space fucking arm toss.
He's just stood there.
I don't think. What the hell do you call that move in fucking martial arts? It's just a slow ass arm toss, right? Yeah.
That's kind of just a forearm. Just, like,
I'll be right back.
It's not an arm bar.
no.
That's something else.
I just still like, bro. You're gonna stand there and just stand there in the vacuum of space, just like, yeah, I'm Unicron. I'm big.
I'm a fucking god. Okay,
And I punch
no.
things.
You know the other joke I was coming on watching Unicron this entire movie? Give us a proper fucking Galactus now.
Oh no, I'd Galactus have to get brought up.
Well, we got the clouds. I wanted to say it to you.
Oh, we don't need no more clouds. No.
No, see, I just thought it was hilarious that, oh yeah, Galactus is... Well, I said Galactus. Unicron's coming. We got the clouds rolling in.
Part of me thinks this trilogy is going to end with... God, imagine if that trilogy is ending with a Transformers G.I. Joe team up to fight Unicron. I just probably spoiled the whole fucking movie. I'd probably just pitch the third movie.
That's going to happen.
There's
There's no way they didn't tease us with G.I. Joe with the proper symbol and not do anything.
Yep. When Matt gets back down, I was like, I just spoiled the whole final movie in the trilogy. I'm pissed. I just said if the last movie is
G.I.
going to be
Joe.
G.I. Joe teaming up with the Transformers to finally defeat Unicron. I just spoiled the fucking movie.
There's not going to be a Primus. There's not going to be a Matrix of Leadership showdown. There's
No,
not
why'd
gonna be
that play
any
in my head? I'm done.
Rodimus Prime.
That did not need to play in my head. I'm in tears now. No, just imagine the Joes and Transformers flying into space to fight that motherfucker, and they mesh the songs. Transformers G.I.
They have that, don't they?
Probably.
I'm
I
done.
gotta look that up.
Mesh the song. I'm done. And I'm like, they put that in the movie. The whole movie's. I will not take it serious anymore. No,
I can't.
Why'd you
see
mesh
that.
them songs together? No.
You just can't play it on the mic. Just remember that.
Yeah. What are you doing? No, that off the. Oh my god. Yeah. Copyright. They're a big deal. We don't need.
Yeah, we're not popular enough.
we don't need to-
Yeah, but back history included, Jay. You
Yeah,
play it, I'm killing you.
Yeah, don't. That's
Though that's the fucking pony. I don't need the ponies. Why are the ponies?
there. We go.
No, it's not there.
Okay, good. Because I'm gonna say Hasbro be up our ass.
They're talking.
Hey,
They're talking about the crossovers, but they don't. They don't have a song yet. So
Hasbro be
now
up
you just gave them an idea. No, we gotta remix.
if that happens and we're listening, that's bullshit.
Hey, subscribe to us.
Hey, No, we're gonna get a subscription. Hasbro has subscribed to our page. And then,
if they pay attention to our fucking picture,
Oh, wait.
they'll notice that
Oh,
we
wait.
give them money already.
Yeah, free advertisement. I mean, God, I can't. That needs to leave my head because I know.
Robots in disguise. It's just playing in your head now, isn't
In
it?
disguise, G.I. Joe. Oh no.
Go Joe. That's gonna play in my head now too.
I can't see Duke and the boys in the fucking spaceship firing at Unicron. Oh no.
Duke and the boys?
What?
Hey, Mirage can say his line again. That's my boy.
That's so good. And I just not see no, you know what? That movie needs to happen now. Now it needs to happen. I need to see it. I need to see fucking.
You need to see G.I. Joe in
No,
space.
I need to see Snake Eyes with his sword just at fucking Unicron's knee.
I mean, several of the monsters were human-sized.
By
By the way, according to the definition, every one of those robots that Unicron set down were called Scorponok.
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
No.
It's kind of ruined.
No.
I love spoiler. I love Scorponok.
Why'd you tell me
But,
that?
yes, that's
You did that just to fuck with
no.
me.
It's,
Yes,
it's
I did.
Scorponok. I'm like, no,
That is not Scorpion.
They were
It
all
had the
Scorp-
look-
Some the bigger ones did. The bigger ones looked a hell of a lot like Scorponok.
Beast Wars Scorponok. Sure. That's gonna.
Terracons and the bigger ones were all Scorponok.
That's gonna.
it's a bunch of Scorponoks.
That's gonna fuck with some Transformer fans I know. Oh man. The G1 Scorponok was actually a Titan.
Yeah, he was like a base. He was a base. He was a base. He was big.
He on par with Omega Supreme and shit like that.
Spoiler, he was on my list, but he's the one that Scorponok went down to honorable mentions because I had to rearrange it. But Scorponok was on there.
You got rid of Scorponok for Mirage.
Okay, now that we had the honorable mention already tossed out there, which Scorponok?
Probably the original one. I like the one that was big, had his but I liked as he transformed into a scorpion.
You were an Armada fan, so I'm assuming you went with that Scorponok.
I liked this fact when he transformed into a scorpion. I thought that was cool. I like when they transform into animals.
All right.
Kind of. I prefer. It's different. I like. Oh,
That was a badass Scorponok.
He's
by
a
the way.
scorpion. I like that. That's cool.
Which is one of the things I liked about Armada when they did the Cybertronian keys.
Yeah.
And they went to the Beast World. That was freaking cool to me. Now I'm getting into the cartoons. I don't know how to. You could probably talk with me about that. I don't know about you.
Armada quite a bit, and I haven't watched.
Even though that is where my number one is based out of. So
How about G1?
G1 I know a lot more of.
Okay.
I've seen.
And by G1, I mean that's literally just season 1 of Transformers.
Which one had the human-sized bikes? There was the humans, and then they had their own micro bikes that transformed. I can't remember which one that one was. I've
That
seen.
was Armada.
I think I've seen. So I guess I've seen a
That's
bit.
when you had the Minicons.
Yeah, that I've seen. I used to have some of the Minicon figurines.
That's where instead of getting Bumblebee, we got Hotshot.
Minicons were.
Who, by the way, quite hilariously, had a Hispanic voice actor.
Wait, was the Minicon? Were they in Armada, or no?
Yes.
Because
That was the beginning of
That's
Armada,
coming
I believe.
back to me that a lot of, I think it was Armada, that a lot of the story was them trying to hunt the Minicons, because the Minicons would
Yep.
attach to them and buff them.
Yes,
Armada was
I had
Minicons.
several of those.
Cybertron was the Cybertronian keys,
Yeah.
which was basically, the key from the movie Resident Beast.
Yeah,
That's basically what the Cybertronian keys were, kind of. They led you to planets and the power within them.
power is within you.
God, I can't believe, I heard, God, that just unlocked the whole side of my memory. Jesus
I
Christ.
can't fucking remember,
remember
what
all
the
the
third
micro-
series
like-
was called.
No,
like ones.
Minicons. I'm like,
Minicons.
Minicons. That was the main premise of fucking Armada, was the fucking Minicons.
That's a toy I will probably never have because I can't ever find Transformers that I actually want.
I was like, the Minicons,
I have
they,
to order them off of
the
Amazon in order to get
the
what I want.
Decepticons, Autobots,
I used to
That
have
guy
a-
was just a find.
we're trying to get the Minicons for Because they attached to him and buffed him and shit. I was like, I remember now. God, that's
Now
bringing
it looks
back.
like a Tommy gun.
You know, this is so random.
I think
This
it's
is
supposed
random.
to go on the other hand, but
So random, but Armada, talking about that, opened up another show I watched. Kind of, it's not even Transformers really, but I just have to say, because it unlocked this whole side of my mind. I'm like, what the fuck? Do you remember in that kind of similar time, do you remember Jackie Chan Adventures?
one more thing. Yes, I remember.
I love that shit when they're going and hunting down the talismans.
That was
That was
Jade!
that was the worst uncle impression I ever did.
One more thing.
I was like, damn, Jackie Chan Adventures.
Fucking love that.
Because they
show.
were in the same kind of thing, and
They are both on Sunday mornings.
Yep.
Saturday mornings. Cartoon.
and afternoons.
God, that was
Cartoon Network was really good. Doing
There was
in
an
the
era
2000s.
there. There was an era there that Cartoon Network had another era of like fire, because the late '90s, early 2000s was like the Courage and Ed, Edd n Eddy and Dexter and all that shit. Then there was an early 2000s kind of like resurgence with like Armada, Jackie
That's where we
Chan
had
Adventures.
That's where we had our computer generated shows.
There was another-
They were.
I like this.
Trying new
I like
things.
the show called Code Lyoko too. I watched that shit when I got home.
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, that was the
That
show I was
intro
sad to see
probably got
end
you.
the way it did.
That ended like crap.
I don't think I ever seen the ending.
It's because it doesn't end. It just, the
That's
season.
another one of those shows.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It just
I
never
don't
got
think
enough backing.
That was one of those shows where I never watched fully through. It's probably one of those where, well, now that I know it doesn't have a fucking ending.
It only has like 2 seasons and like it's just an abrupt ending.
That
and
was
I
the
never
first
got
I
thing
it.
literally went back and watched all of Zoids,
I remember coming home from school.
Which season of Zoids?
Void Century,
I-
the first one.
I remember coming home
That
from
had
school just
My
to
Little
watch
Buddy.
Code Lyoko. That was my shit.
The Dino
Void Century or Chaotic Century?
Chaotic Century,
Chaotic Century was the one where he had the shield liger and all the.
Yep.
the-
which I built that fucker. And
There was
it was hard.
I enjoyed the one where it was the contest or the
That was
0 Century or something.
Zero, yeah, where he had Liger Zero,
Yeah, I
the
enjoyed
white
that
one.
It wasn't like until like God, a few years. It's getting to be a while now. It's been dead a long time. Cartoon Network didn't, like in my opinion. There's people that probably like this stuff, but Cartoon Network didn't die out for me for like years back. It finally did. Like when like Adventure Time and regular show ended, I was done. Cartoon Network.
I didn't
was
even
done.
watch Adventure Time.
That's what. That's when we
It
got.
was-
Show,
it had a
that's
good
when we got
story,
shows
and I
like
liked
Clyde or Cletus or what the fuck was that?
Clarence.
Clarence.
What the fuck? Was
Why did you remember the name?
Because I used to fucking just.
I don't know about. Okay,
'Cause I put that
We
shit on the
Bear
sleeve.
Bears.
We Bear Bears is okay. I will not hurt
I
We
can't
Bear
knock
Bears.
that one. That one is okay. I don't know what it is, but I
'Cause
can
it's me, you and
vibe.
us.
I can
'Cause
vibe.
it's
With,
me, you and us.
I can vibe with those bears.
We Bear Bears.
Teen Titans Go.
I don't hate it.
I can
but
tolerate them
it's just,
for
no.
what they do.
But it doesn't beat the original.
No,
It does
God,
not,
no.
no,
Jesus.
that's the whole reason that they did a freaking special where they meet themselves.
It's like here, let's.
Where
do-
you have the voice actors voice acting like trifold.
But then there's a weird resurgence where I turned into Cartoon Network, but that's okay. We need some filler. But there was a point where
Yes.
where Cartoon Network had
I picked up Megatron.
where it was bad, but it always would have kind of a couple gems that I'd still watch. Like I remember Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I'd watch that shit like a motherfucker too.
We'll be getting more into Cartoon Network when we get our anime episode.
Oh
Thank
no!
you.
I mean, I could just do a literal just cartoon episode. Not
Cartoon.
the anime is specific to.
But
art style.
but Toonami was on Cartoon Network, so
Yeah.
Okay.
Tsunami.
All right, everybody.
Toonami.
We're doing a Toonami episode. We're gonna somehow get Stephen Bloom up in here. To,
Sure.
we'll have a special guest, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully if he comes out of his house in the Shire.
You hear that, Hobbit? We know where you live.
Do we? I still haven't been there.
Me neither. Me neither. Thank you.
Make
They're-
us sound like horrible friends.
They're all like confused. Like, who
Well,
are they
he shouldn't have.
talking about?
He didn't ask us to help him move.
Who are they talking about? We're talking about our small friend.
0.
Yep.
That's his character name. That's
Yeah,
what
0.
we're basing it off of.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Well-
technically, we can use we can actually use his name because technically it's cheat code anyway.
Have fun transforming Starscream. It's Starscream.
Scarscream?
Scarscream. He is a scar. That one is a scar. You know what I need? I need Transformers Prime Starscream. That one was voiced by Stephen Blue. Great character.
I'm just still flat out in my void of.
Put him back on his throne.
I'm still in the void of when I heard the word Minicon. I'm like, what? I'm still floating in that void of space, just like Minicons.
I'm sorry, I don't have any of those Transformers for you.
I used to. I don't know what happened to them.
My parents probably got rid of them.
So did mine.
Most of them. You're a kid. You don't need these anymore. Hey, Mom, do you know how much those things cost now?
At least, though, what's the one thing I gotta say about my folks? At least they never threw my shit away. They'd store it somewhere. They never threw it away. Thank God.
Hey, if any of you listeners out there are parents, and your kids turn out to be nerds like us, don't throw away their shit. Let them own it.
Don't throw away their toys.
If they want to sell it, let them sell it.
Let them sell it.
But if they don't want to get rid of it, let them become pack rats.
Let them become back.
Hoarders, if you will. Because some of us collectors can be hoarders. Hey, Dean? Pop collector?
I technically I'd be a hoarder, but I prefer the term collecting, even though you can kind of say they're the same fucking thing. But so
Hey,
I
what
guess
you got there? Oh, that's a Bulba.
That's a Bulba. Crossover again.
Yes. You shall work for me. Oh God, no! I'm playing with the toy.
I still do it from time to time. Just
I almost had Optimus taking out Starscream over there. What were you doing to his torso? It just popped out on
Yeah.
Because Convoy Optimus has a
Spring in his spine.
yeah. He can. Whoop, I want to be 6 foot tall now.
I'm still waiting for. Well, now they'll probably make a comeback. They must still make the Transformer toys, but from what I hear,
Why'd you give his gun a gangster lead?
They must not.
It's kill shot.
They must not be the same anymore. I don't hear people collecting the new Transformers toys. They must not be the same anymore. No one talks about it. People look for the old ones.
Okay. No, we have what's called the Legacy line, the Studio Series. Now this one would have been great to have my boss as a guest because there are toys out there for older collectors. They're reissues, basically. They have Studio Series, Studio Series 86, which is almost damn near specifically for the Transformers 86 movie.
Yeah.
Legacy, which is... I love Legacy because this is where I got my Megatron and Optimus Primal from again. I never would have gotten them again if it weren't for Legacy. And then, here's one for you, Dean. You need to get him just fucking cuz. That's Armada.
Yeah. Armada.
Where he's got the freaking exhaust pipe wings on his head.
Yeah. Exhaust pipe wings.
Transformers Rise of the Beast director says they spent a lot of time and money changing Mirage after being blown away by Pete Davidson's audition.
Changed Mirage how?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Aside from changing his original stock body from what it was to a Porsche.
Oh, another thing I noticed was, God, see, I need the fucking... It bothers me that they barely said their fucking names. The other one, what the fuck? Nightbird. Nightbird was the other fucking Terracon. That fucking transformed into... I'm like, that's a fucking Skyline. Paul Walker, be fucking proud. That was cool as hell.
A flying car at that.
Yeah.
It made him so proud. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
How about the colors, though?
Colors are cool. I like purple. Purple's one of my favorite
Purple
colors.
and
I
black.
like the little purple tinge. Oh, boy. Well, I mean, I guess we could give, like, a final... We pretty much tackled every basis in a movie. So I guess we could rate it.
7.5.
7.5. I'm in the same ballpark. I think I'll give it 8. A nice round 8. Because I liked it. Small gripes here and there. I wish the Maximals would have got a little more time to shine, but I knew it was going to happen. But I could see 8, 8.5 maybe max. Lowest 8, highest 8.5. I like that. Again, I liked it a lot more than I thought of. I thought it'd be very mid-tier.
You want to see the original Nightbird?
Oh, boy. But, yeah.
It was a ninja.
And like I said, it's in the upper echelon of the movies. You got that one, Bumblebee, Rise of the Beasts, Dark of the Moon are all really good. I think they're good, and the original Transformers also almost in there. And then Revenge of the Fallen, Age of Extinction, Last Night are kind of To each your own taste.
Ranking them 1 through 8.
If I had to rank them, God, that's
It is only 8, right?
Depends on how you feel about the original one.
Yeah, if you want to count the original, which I don't normally.
Now you got Transformers, right? You got Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers: Dark of the Moon, Transformers: Age of Extinction, Transformers: Last Night,
Bumblebee.
Also 7.
Yeah.
We're on 7.
Yeah. Fresh
Well,
off,
somehow that actually fits for the Beast coming out.
fresh off my Rise of the Beast high. Rise of the Beast would fit if you have it as the best Transformers movie. I won't argue because to me it's either that.
I am on a real nerd high for this movie. I can't really.
Dark of the Moon, or like I said, Dark of the Moon still has my favorite final battle. So that's for me, Revenge of the Fallen, Age of Extinction,
So you just didn't like the locale of this final battle.
Last Night. It was fine. It just wasn't that much of it. It's just like a Unicron.
It didn't feel as climactic.
Unicron was
Even with all that music?
Unicron was sucking shit up, and it was kind of turned into a wasteland. It was that Chicago setting was great. There was stakes. They're fighting in the middle of everyone. It's like Jesus Christ! Like, shit, imagine waking up in a Chicago apartment, like, God damn, this big
that
ass
Chicago
robot.
setting took out through all the movies at that. Even in Last Night.
Yeah, but even you take out the Transformers in Chicago, it's still a war zone every day. So I mean, shit. Like he made but yeah.
Way to call out the mayor.
In a way,
I mean, I
can't argue statistics.
The joke has literally been made about Detroit too. So
Yep.
This is Detroit. This is Detroit after the alien attack.
Oh, no,
nothing changed.
Oh, not
Just add aliens in the background.
Was that
Not
a
a
District
scary
9
movie.
call
No.
out?
That was a scary movie you call out.
Scary movie 4. The last one that was okay, because then 5 was absolute crap. God, that did not even make me laugh. When a scary movie don't make me laugh, there's a problem. Oh my God.
Why am I having so much fun posing him?
Because you're a nerd with action figures.
Yes!
I don't see. There's a difference. I don't.
Transformers hat and shirt on.
I
Let's
can't
go.
do that as much. None of my statues move. They're just statues.
See, that's your biggest gripe with action figures. But they do things.
Yeah, they do things, but I don't.
Hey, it does things.
Yeah.
He just shoot you.
Oh my God. Pew pew. Oh my God.
I didn't go on a tangent just playing with these goddamn toys. I don't know why I did this.
I mean, I guess the last thing we can do is our list. 'Cause I think
This wasn't supposed to be a longer episode. It's not going to be our 2-hour variant.
The fact that click on the screen was wow. Did you see that? Look.
Well, we're doing pretty good considering we really didn't have.
That's just his arm?
Yeah.
We really didn't have a basis for today.
God, I need to oil him up.
Just talking about the movie and shit, we're doing pretty damn good for not having no plan, because just for the listeners, we normally have a pretty strict, not strict, but a plan written down of topics and all that shit. Today we're kind of winging it, to be honest.
We reviewed the movie. We said everything we liked, and we didn't really hate it.
And we've been discussing the franchise as a whole.
We definitely discussed the franchise as a whole.
We talked about the toys.
You ranked all 7 movies multiple times.
I didn't really rank them. I just said if I had to rank them, I could. That's
your personal rank.
That's for another time. But
there we go.
Oh, one thing I was gonna say, it was funny when all these toy movies coming. Hasbro's been in the game with their Transformers. Now I'm still laughing that Mattel's gonna get in the game with Barbie. I was waiting for to reference the fact that here comes Mattel. Hey, we need to get our toy in there too. Barbies are popular.
They are. I also was going to say, due to the success of the Mario movie, it looks like they're making a Zelda movie.
Oh boy, I knew that was coming because Smash Bros is coming.
It's a great fucking time to be a nerd.
Because Smash Bros is coming.
We can all just sit at the theater and go, woo!
That was a risk.
I want a Star Fox movie.
Yep.
How are they going to do the voices there?
I don't care.
Are they going to muffle them?
I don't care.
Star Fox, be careful!
Your mouth didn't move enough for the few words that came
That fits
I just... Now, mini tangent before we go on the list. Think about that. Think about a Nintendo verse. Because Mario was a risk.
Ever since Marvel, we have verses.
That movie's made
we have cinematic universes.
That movie's made almost $1.3 billion. It's the highest grossing movie of the year so far is Mario, and it was a risk for Nintendo to do it because Nintendo is very protective of their properties. They don't even make Nintendo Pops and shit.
You
They
can
should after
you
that
can make movies out of their big characters though. You can easily
Imagine
do.
making a Kirby movie.
Why'd you
that's
read my
gonna be-
mind? I was gonna say, imagine a Kirby.
You
movie.
just want to see you in a movie.
But you can easily do a Star Fox movie. You can easily do a Metroid movie.
Metroid.
Oh,
yeah.
you son of a bitch! You just mentioned King Dedede.
Yes, I did.
Fuck, god damn it!
You as a villain.
Oh
But a
god,
playful villain.
my initials are DDD. That's where that joke
Don't
comes
tell
from.
them
people.
your entire government name.
That's my government name. King
They're
Dedede.
fine with Dean. Now
King-
you want the transvestites
What,
from
Mr. Triple
Philippines
D
to
over
fight?
God.
there?
What?
Triple D.
Triple D. King Dedede. But
That's why he relates so much to Eddie.
Triple D. Oh god.
We have Eddie.
Oh my god. I just.
Lost him.
No, you broke me because I'm still thinking about King Dedede.
Quiet before I go get a plank.
Oh no. Because
it
you
have a hole in
mentioned
it?
Kirby.
Like, give it a face.
We could do with that.
I don't know how much I could do with a Captain Falcon movie. This motherfucker, the whole movie. Falcon
Falco
punch.
punch.
Falcon punch. The whole fucking movie.
Is it Falco or Falcon?
Falcon?
Falco is the bird in Star Fox.
So it's Falcon.
Yeah.
And see, in Metroid. No, this is technically taking a shot at myself though, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. The fucking problem with the Metroid movie, you're gonna have these horny son of a bitch in the back being like, "I want to see her out her suit." That's a shot at myself.
So the first 10 minutes of the movie, you have her without the suit. When she's stuck in space battling the fucking space pterodactyl,
I'm just saying, there's gonna be some son of a bitch in the back. Take the suit off.
that's gonna be you. It's
I
gonna
know
be
it is.
It's gonna be hella all over again.
Put the helmet off. Take the helmet off.
I'm gonna put it on. I want to see you take it off. Get that Levy locks coming out.
I love taking little shots at myself sometimes. I don't give a shit. But no, Nintendo verse would be cool.
How quickly is the rated R episode going to go off the rails?
Knowing us, not even a minute. The minute in, you got Dean's like, "Oh, what? We're comparing sizes now." Drops his pants. No, Dean.
No, nobody's going to be characterized with him. He's already got Triple D.
But at the same, now kind of on the same thing because I'm just thinking of all my stupid hell. It was take it off. Well, Samus too. One time I was like, put it on was in Wonder Woman when Ares walked out in his fucking old man suit. I'm like, put the armor on. Put the armor on. That's one. Oh come on, you bitch too. You're right next to me. You're like, bro, put the armor on.
I'm just,
What are you doing?
I'm balling at the comparison of the woman. Yeah, take it off. Take it off. The guy.
Put it on.
Put it on.
Oh god. Okay, I think we should move on to our top 10 Transformers list now because I have tears rolling down my face. There's so many fucking good jokes in that last
I believe it is one of your two turns to start.
10 minutes.
I can't remember who starts in every single one.
I started last.
Judging by the fact that it's kind of a me-influenced episode, without me saying as much as everyone else, I
that
will
funny?
start. I will start.
It was actually pretty even today. We all talked.
We all had a joke come out there.
True.
Number 10.
10.
And he made my list just purely by voice alone. Well, G1, actually, sometimes they do get his voice right in other things too, including the movie in Bumblebee. Soundwave.
Yeah, my honorable
He
mention.
has that voice that you'll always remember, whether it's
Thank you,
nightmarish or
Megatron.
not.
Yep.
Thank you, Megatron.
Thank you, Omega.
The most loyal Decepticon there is.
I'm still disappointed in his basically one.
One appearance.
Yeah.
He was in the movie. He was in a. Was he in Revenge of the Fallen? Or no?
Yeah. As
Oh,
the
yeah,
satellite guy.
His. Oh god.
That was Shockwave.
No, that was Soundwave.
That was Soundwave.
That was Soundwave.
That's a
Which one
piece
was
of shit Soundwave.
Which one was the one that transformed that literally almost had speakers on his fucking arm? Was that?
I don't know. Shockwave wasn't Shockwave the guy riding the worm? I believe that was Shockwave.
God damn you, Bayverse.
The Bayverse? That's what.
What are we calling this new reboot? What are we calling this one? The Bumbleverse?
Yeah, Shockwave is the guy riding the worm for Transformers.
Oh, there.
So where did
Yep. That's
Soundwave come?
right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's
Yeah.
Soundwave. The man's got like fucking speakers on him. That's Soundwave.
Yeah, because he's the one who had the transforming fucking chick.
yeah.
He was done dirty.
And he's an upper echelon Transformers.
Not as dirty as the Dinobots, but he was done
That was
dirty.
pretty bad. We're in there for 5 minutes. All right, let me. Okay, here we go. Here, my number 10 is gonna be surprising because he's almost in everyone else's top 5. I swear, my number 10 is Starscream.
Well,
I only have one Decepticon on my top 10.
I like Starscream simply because. Oh, there he is.
you want him sitting on his throne while you say that?
Yes. Oh yeah, the
I
crown.
got Coronation
The crown.
Starscream.
The crown.
He
I
doesn't
like him
sit very
because
well in there, I gotta
he's-
say.
His voice always, because there were times his voice was annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Even Armada, I think he had a whiny ass voice. I'm like, bro.
They tried to copy his G1 voice. His G1 voice was very.
What?
It was almost
Oh no.
Timmish. I'm gonna say Timmish. That's how I dubbed this voice.
But
I have no clue how that sounds when it's recorded.
I like how Starscream a lot of times is kind of depicted as kind of. He's a Decepticon, but he's always kind of skittish about it. He's like, "Am I on the right side? What am I?" He's always he's a tweener. He can be very tweener.
if you he's a for himself character, but if you
Yeah,
go by the comics, especially IDW comics, he was started off as a scientist before he was a.
But you get what I'm saying. He's always kind of conflicted
He's
about.
right there with one of my guys.
He'll talk so much shit about Megatron when he ain't around. Fuck that guy. Fuck you.
Does he remind you of someone?
Oh no! Don't compare. He's not cool enough.
Ha ha!
He's not cool enough to be nothing. He's not cool enough to be a garbage can. We're referencing someone we don't like. But okay, Starscream.
That's
Boom.
just because he can't transform.
God.
Unless
damn.
he's going to. No, we're not going there.
No, don't go
It
there.
may be Pride Month, but I'm not going there.
Oh no.
My number 10 is Jazz.
Just
Before or after he's ripped apart.
shut up.
You liked referencing that.
I didn't even think he'd be on. I thought he's almost a joke to you. I'm surprised. Like really?
Yeah.
That's a.
He's always been one of the better fighters for the Autobots, and he's always been very reliable for Optimus. So
Mm-hmm.
he's not always the second in command.
Yeah, that changes.
Yeah,
He was my lieutenant, Jazz, in the first movie. What's up?
Could have had more for him.
was it?
What's up?
What? Is that what he did?
Yes.
He was
I wasn't looking. I was looking at my list.
Jazz was black.
Jazz was a black guy.
He was always meant to be, sorta.
Now Jay's like, oh great, there's another reason, Dean. God
Go
damn.
ahead.
9. Okay, we're on.
I'm not gonna say my number 9 just yet. I'm gonna do a couple honorable mentions because I'm
Oh,
a Transformer
okay.
fan.
Okay.
I have the Wreckers, Stunticons.
Stunticons.
Stunt. We gonna stunt on him.
These are teams. And Dinobots, which create a character Volcanicus. I like my combiners. I'm one of those Transformers fans that doesn't mesh with others.
So you're saying
Those are
the
my
hardcores hate the combined, hate the combined.
They hate the combiners because they're too. Sometimes they combine and create things that are just
Right.
too OP and
Right.
could go on par with freaking Unicron. Sometimes it
Right.
makes
Right.
no sense.
Right.
And they go up against Titans, no problem, which is not. Yeah, issues.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But those are my mentions. I wanted to get
I'll
out of
mention.
the way
I only have a couple. I'll
because
mention
they
them before I say 9.
have a lot going for them, and they're worth mentioning, especially the Wreckers and the Stunticons.
Yep.
Number 9 for me is Primus / Unicron. I had a tie there.
I only have one, so I was a good boy this time. Okay.
Primus.
Mine's later.
Oh yeah, you.
My caveat.
My God.
Primus and Unicron are, by lore, the ones who started it all for the Transformers.
Yeah.
Primus being the spark for the Transformers, and Unicron being the destruction. He's the one who's supposed to reset it all each time. In fact, they have a multiverse in the Transformers universe, which I will not freaking delve into because that is way too convoluted at this point. In fact, Hasbro even started a show, Transformers Prime, just to reset everything. And that's where I will end it there. You're number 9.
My honorable mentions. I had Scorponok. Like I said, Scorponok's pretty. He is probably 10, but I had to rearrange some stuff. But I like Scorponok was cool. Yeah, Scorponok's cool. Like G1 Scorponok, the original one. Because I didn't really. I did like Barricade. Yes, he was a Mustang. That's bias, but he was cool. He was pretty enduring for the first couple movies. He was in both the first 2, I think. He didn't die till like the 3rd or 2nd one. Barricade was in a couple of movies. And I like Smokescreen.
It's hard to remember.
Well, Smokescreen.
Barricade was in the first one,
second one,
the second one, and the 5th one.
Oh, he came back. Yeah.
He's in last night.
Just to be blown up?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay, and that's my honor. My number 9 is, so we were just talking. My number 9 is Grimlock. I just gotta put the obvious there. I love T-Rex. It's one of my favorite dinosaurs, and he's a T-Rex.
He's later on mine.
So, that's... I like that he's very tough. He usually stands his ground, and he's tough. He's the leader of the Dinobots. But now, and he's always depicted as tough, and he does his thing, and he's not going to listen to nobody. He's very stubborn and hard-headed. But if you watch Age of Extinction, he was done a little dirty, because if you don't know anything about Grimlock from like comics or shows or anything, you literally remember Grimlock as Optimus's horsey. He is basically
Fire-breathing
horsey.
horsey. Fire-breathing horsey.
Fire-breathing horsey. That's what Jay, whenever I say horsey and Grimlock, Jay's just, oh, God.
It's not supposed to be like
He's
that.
not supposed to be a horsey.
Yet he gets ridden a lot in the original Transformers movie, too. So.
Okay, oh, yeah.
He's supposed to have more personality.
True.
He's
But yeah,
supposed to actually transform.
I like that he's tough. I didn't mind his design in Age of Extinction. I thought his design was...
He was just basically a T-Rex that has flame breath.
I liked his design in Age of Extinction. It was cool. I didn't mind his design. But I just...
silver.
Yeah. He just became a horsey.
More extinct.
Yeah. Even though it was cool.
He looked more post-apocalyptic.
Okay.
But yeah, Grimlock at 9. Not much else I can say.
One of my 3 for the Transformers Beast Wars. Dinobot.
Great mention. You're talking about your switches?
No.
Dinobot is prime switch, though he did it for great reasons. And he actually stuck to the side he switched to.
Oh,
to the point he sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
Oh, Switch.
One of the great... Growing up, seeing that's one of the 3 Beast War characters is in my top 3.
Was he one of those characters you actually shed a tear for?
Yes, because he had Beast Wars did a lot with character development for a lot of their characters, and that's partially why I
came up with a fucking character that was supposed to be basically a representation of autism that they just killed.
That's so bad.
It was sad.
But
I can't
Dinobot,
remember what its name was.
very headstrong, but very loyal to whatever side he chooses to be on.
His weapons were odd.
Oh, wait.
I wasn't a big fan of the spinny cannon tail.
I got
But
her.
his raptor form was fucking amazing.
Yes. Clever girl.
I had to process the switcher versus. Oh yeah, because there's a switcher on mine.
You like those switchers. You're talking about it for Starscream.
Yeah, but you are right though. You are right.
Number 8.
8.
You didn't go off.
It did. I turned it off. I don't see myself using it anymore. And I kind of need something to contain my OCD.
I like Ratchet.
Ratchet.
The Doctor.
He was considered for mine. Didn't make it, but he was considered.
My best Ratchet, though, the one I really fell in love with is Transformers Prime Ratchet. His voice actor really gave him a lot of character. Like, when I think of Ratchet, that's who I think of.
Mm-hmm.
That ambulance. With the broken freaking horn on his head, because, he's been through shit.
Because he's been
through shit on the war for Cybertron and all that. By the time he gets to Earth, he's this old grizzled doctor.
Old grizzled
Like,
doctor.
he's sick of your shit. He won't take nothing, but he will help you if you're down.
Exactly. Right. I agree. All right, so we're on 8.
Yeah.
My number 8 is Ironhide. I like Ironhide. He's always tough. He's one of Optimus's most loyal guys, and another one that was absolutely done dirty in Dark of the Moon against someone who I fucking hate. Sentinel Prime. That old fucker's a cunt, and I don't use that word much. He is a cunt. I'm sorry for explicit language, people, but he is a cunt. That old fucker. What you gonna shoot my boy in the back for, bro? Ooh. Come on, get mad with me. That was bullshit. What? If Sentinel Prime is on any of these lists... What?
That Sentinel Prime was not Sentinel Prime. If you have Prime in your name, you're generally a fucking good guy. I say generally.
So
Because
I assume
when you get to the actual primes in lore, the original primes, you get a little.
I assume you did not
because Megatronus is a prime.
I assume you did not appreciate Sentinel Prime shooting Ironhide in the back, kill.
Hell no. I did not appreciate anything he did in that movie.
But he died the
Did
way
have
he
a
did in
cool
the
look,
original movie.
Yeah.
Ironhide's my number 8 too.
Okay. Wow. There we go.
Mostly due to the Michael Bay films.
Yeah.
Mostly too because he was a very commonly named character for a lot of the cartoons.
I agree. A lot
but
of mine
he blew up with
Yeah.
being the truck
And he was a
for
big,
the Michael Bay
he
movies.
gave rednecks hope. Hey, he's a truck. Yeah. He's a truck.
I just want to show him my cannons.
I'll show him my cannons. Can I show him my cannons? I guarantee you, I'm gonna go. One of our Jay, I want to show random comment, but I don't care. I want Dylan to watch the Transformers movies, and I bet you Ironhide be his favorite. Ironhide, I like that he drive a truck.
I'm gonna ask him now just to know.
Yeah, Ironhide, your favorite. Yeah, he drive a truck.
I'll send
He
him
a
a
truck.
message. Hey,
He a
what's your
truck.
favorite Transformer?
Ironhide, thought so.
You can go with number 7.
Oh yeah, because we both
Black
talked about-
Arachnia.
Black.
Wow.
Arachnia. Jesus Christ.
Another one that turncoat.
Turncoats.
Well,
Technically.
I
Technically.
mean, maximal body reprogrammed by Tarantulas, which I need to honorably mention his ass because I do love him too. And then turned into a Maximal again. The whole storyline in Beast Wars is freaking amazing. Almost as good as Air Razor and what is his name? It's not Tigatron?
Tigatron.
Tigatron was the white tiger.
Yeah. Isn't that the one,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Them two. Before they combined into one. Because of the fucking aliens doing an experiment on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
The Beast Wars has a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot.
But a lot of good stuff at the same time.
Oh yeah. Oh, is it up to me?
7.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my number 7's been said already. My number 7 is Soundwave. I like Soundwave. He's always Megatron's number 2. Loyal to a fault. Megatron. I swear to God, Megatron jumped into a volcano.
Is he technically his number 2?
He's depicted as in a lot of stuff I've read and shit. He's always kind of watches shit when Megatron's gone.
But Starscream's usually the one leading things as if Megatron's
Even
not
Jay's
around.
thinking, he's like, that's iffy.
It depends on which series you're watching.
I guess.
If you're watching Prime, if you're watching G1, he was always the lieutenant in charge of things. The other person,
later it's okay.
If your frontline leader, if Megatron was not there, would be Starscream.
Yeah.
If you were close to base, you would have either Shockwave or Soundwave
Yeah.
as your leader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But if you were off base
It depends where you are
and
all
fighting, it was usually Starscream leading the charge.
I've always liked Soundwave's design too. Always, I thought it was cool.
The tape,
And his old design, he's a tape. He fucking has.
they tried to change that for Armada,
He's a tape player.
where he had the discs
Yeah.
pop out.
Like, bro. they
They actually made the toy for
in
that.
an old toy. He's a cassette. He's got a cassette tape in his fucking chest. It's fucking cool.
Each cassette turns into something.
Yeah.
Razorbeak,
Don't even try.
Don't even try?
No, don't even try.
I know someone's going to give me shit if I can't remember at least two.
Razorbeak's the easiest one.
It is. What the fuck was the Jaguar-looking one? God, that pisses me off. I should know this. He has like 6 of them. Rumble. Rumble was one of them.
Rumble.
Damn it. That
Bothersome.
fucking pisses me off.
Bothersome.
Sean's gonna kick my ass when I get to work now. He's like, you can't remember them? Can't remember any of them. Razorbeak's the only one you got? You got the list?
I'm trying. It's not giving it to me easily.
No list.
Soundwaves tapes.
Let's see if it gives it to me in the wiki.
The Witwiki.
It has nothing to do with each other, but it was hilarious.
Looking at the Witwiki.
I think they literally call Transformers Wiki the Witwiki.
We've Laserbeak, Frenzy, Ravage.
Ravage was the one I was thinking of.
Those are the only ones I can
Frenzy
guarantee.
was another one. I think Frenzy's the one that turned into the fucking chick in the movie. What else you got?
Those are
It
the only
doesn't
ones.
It doesn't mention Rumble or the other one.
Generation 1. It's really dividing it, man.
Yeah.
He's had a lot. Him and Blaster?
Blaster is one, listed as one. Autobot mini cassettes, Eject, Rewind, Ranhorn,
Yeah.
Steeljaw, Laserbeak, Rumble, Ravage, Frenzy,
They were kind of
Buzzsaw, Ratbat, Slugfest,
Ratbat.
Overkill, Buzzkill.
Buzzkill. Well, I just thought of Buzzkill.
Yep. Don't put that long ass. Is it the nose or the underjaw?
Okay, I think we gotta go to. I think it's Matt 7? Or no, 6. We're going to 6. You're 6, right?
7.
7? Oh.
1, 2,
He
yeah,
3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6. So yeah.
My only bad guy. The one and only. Megatron. Number 7.
Mine is actually a mix. Matt went
I don't have him yet. He's coming in the mail.
Yeah. But Megatron, the only villain that made my list. It was 9 Autobots or Maximals and 1.
I had to have absolutely had to have Tank Megatron.
Yeah. I don't care what variant it is. He's annoying as every villain is supposed to be.
What are you talking about? Annoying. You want annoying? Well, a real badass annoying, you know. Yes. This
Your villain's not your villain's in a TV show. If your villain's not annoying, you're not making your villain correctly. He's supposed to be annoying to your protagonists.
I think he's agreeing with you on that one. I don't know if he was just wanted to press the button.
No, I was like, agree.
It didn't even go off that time.
As I turned it back.
I wonder if that's
Oh.
copyrighted.
What? The hype?
Oh,
Hype button.
It's a button.
it's a button.
Go ahead.
Do you want to get copyright another thing? A dog bark? You get buttons.
Buttons is copyrighted.
You can't copyright a dog bark.
That'd be stupid if it ever was.
Oh my god.
6.
I like Jay's list because it's very different. So I'm curious now.
Knockout
Knockout.
from Transformers Prime. He was the red, not muscle car, but he's a Decepticon. Easily recognizable as the first LGBTQ character in Transformers.
Wow, that
Surprisingly.
goes with Pride Month. Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I had something there.
Pride?
Pride.
He didn't, oddly enough, he didn't sway anyway. That was his thing. But he had a very, and Dino like this, flamboyant way of things. The way he talked, you knew.
You're like, whoa.
Because he wanted to be very flashy. He was one of those Decepticons that you wouldn't know he was a Decepticon.
Yeah, because they're kind
Other
of
than the fact that he had the symbol on him and what he
look
always
at the
fought
Michael
for
Bay
himself.
movie. Decepticons are all black and dark and shit, And then the Autobots are all colorful and shit.
That might have been my gripe with the Bayverse, and it had
They just made
it had a
Decepticons-
trend for toys as well for quite a while.
They just made
if you were
Decepticons all
if you were evil, you had to have black and purple. Look at fucking Starscream here.
colorful. Even though the baby blue fucking arms almost make like, oh, I guess he's got some down. I'm like, Jesus, what a
Well, that's part of
menagerie of colors.
You know, it kind of sucks. Those are my only Decepticons, so I can't really show you anything else. Look at the Autobots, though. Look how colorful they are.
They're colorful. I'm gonna agree that
Except for Primal, he doesn't count. He's a fucking gorilla. You got one colored gorilla out there.
the Bayverse had me fucking like. Okay, so that's a Decepticon. He ain't got really no color. There's an Autobot. He's got color. Swear to, it's fucking bad. Like,
You didn't even need to hear them talking either.
I am a Decepticon. I'm an Autobot. They all talk fucking.
Autobots, light voiced, lighthearted.
I'm
Decepticons.
a Decepticon. I'm evil.
Or they didn't even talk. Got no lines. Did you hear Barricade say a single thing in any of those movies? Okay, Tim Allen.
He spoke in the first movie.
Did he?
Yep. When he was going after Witwicky.
Wiggy.
I can't even hear that.
Where are the glasses? He
He
spoke.
did.
Yep.
He did.
Are you ladies man 287?
Ladies, man, too.
Was me that said mine? I lost track already.
You
I
just-
said knockout.
Yeah.
There we go.
Go ahead, 6.
Oh, here, the jokes are gonna fly now. The jokes are gonna fly, and I don't care. I'm prepared for it. My number 6 is RC. Oh my god.
Which RC for you?
Just RC.
You're talking 86 RC, aren't you?
I also like RC that was in Bumblebee and
Okay.
and the one just now.
Wait, was she in Bumblebee?
She was one of the people, one on the planet in the beginning.
Okay.
And now all our listeners are gonna see how just out there I can be. It's a female. I'll find a way. I don't care.
Everything has got an exhaust pipe.
I'll find a way.
You did not just say that.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
He's the one talking about putting his stuff in it.
and he gets stuff.
The whole reason we have female Transformers is because of people like him and
Because of the people like you. And I just proved the point.
I've seen jokes on the internet. I used to write Transformers fanfic.
quite sad I don't have any.
So one of the things I watch is like I used to write Transformers fanfic. One of the favorite sounds was clang 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 clang.
How many in the
That was on the internet.
in the trailers? It's and I think she's
Dean's fanfiction. Oh yeah.
okay. Horny for a robot aside. I don't fucking. I like her design. I like the bike. I like she's a loyal Autobot. I mean, shit. I do like the bike though. Her bike is really slick. And I like that she's got like a
Bugatti.
person riding it too. It's like, what the fuck?
In the movies, they always have that.
Yeah,
And don't even get me started on Transformers Prime RC. Favorite one for me. Don't even care.
Well, you
That sleek blue design. I love the color blue.
for what you were saying?
Transformers Prime RC.
Oh, I don't think I liked that one much.
No?
I'm talking about the one that was in the movie I liked, and a lot of her older stuff I liked. Like I said, that's part of it. I knew it. I'm sitting there like, I love RC. She's in my top 10. I know for a fact I'm going to be the one bastard that puts a female on his top 10 just because, and it's like, it's Dean. Of course Dean puts a... I know what you're talking about. I like her face.
I love her.
I like her face better.
And then her interactions with her human.
I like her... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, not that fan fiction.
I on the trailer when people realize RC's in it, you go to comments on YouTube, everyone, oh, RC's in this. I've seen a lot of stuff. I bet you have, buddy. I bet you fucking have. Okay, enough. I'm done talking about RC. I'm curious what Matt has next.
It's mostly comics.
Done talking about RC.
Yeet.
Bam.
Primal.
Optimus Primal.
That's just Prime. I'm actually kind of disappointed he didn't say it at all.
Nope, you didn't.
He didn't say it. I'm glad I got Maximals maximized though.
Yeah.
And you
Right
barely
alongside
They
Right
didn't
alongside
focus on
Autobot.
it for shit, but you seen
No,
it.
yeah.
Like, here it is.
Oh, yeah.
They very much felt like a throw in this entire movie.
But
For a movie called Rise of the Beast, yes.
Yes.
They
for
were
a movie
thrown.
called Rise of the Beast, yes. But I told you, I was like, I sat there like, they're the first beginning of the movie. They're setting up with the
The plot,
no
tone.
the Maximals.
Maximals. Yes.
They're setting up the Maximals to have this beef with Scourge, right? And they're there in the final fight. They're there, but I'm like, Optimus Prime's gonna be one that kills him. It ain't gonna. Prime was gonna be nowhere near that shit, and which he wasn't. He was down there fighting. There was Prime up there finishing.
No, he was taking out all the goddamn Scorponok. He literally bit one of the Scorponok's heads off. Like his predecessor, which I'm gonna have to fucking look up now. Abe Link. I don't think I've ever fucking heard of him.
But no,
He died like a chump.
yeah.
That was so
Did
sad.
you-
That was so sad.
Jane, your opinion, did you expect, or did you know Optimus would be the one to finish?
I knew
Scourge?
Optimus was going to be the one.
Yeah.
For the simple fact, it's a Terracon, and Autobots are the ones who actually go against the Terracons.
Yeah,
Maximals
but,
go against...
With this, you might get more Maximals versus Predacons for the next one.
oh yeah.
I don't
Because
even
now
think
they're
we're
set
going
up.
to get the Predacons at all.
I think you can get,
We might get something called Viacons.
I think they can do the Predacons, though.
They fucking better.
We're only red flagging the leader of the Predacons that has a problem.
Just because his name is Megatron?
Yes, because they didn't. They changed two letters for Optimus Primal.
Yeah, but that...
They didn't
his
change
name-
any.
His name fits so well
Yes.
with his design.
But you weren't gonna change his name at all.
What was I just going to... Oh, yeah.
You could call him Megatron and it would have been fine.
Megatroner. Oh my god, I couldn't take that shit. That'd be.
Son of a bitch, I should have remembered that.
What?
Ape Link was a character in a Transformers show. And once I show Dean, he's going to be like, wow. Hey, remember that?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Before we ever got Beast Wars. No, actually, Beast Wars came before Armada and that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Now you recognize him?
Kinda.
This son of a bitch.
Son of a
You would
bitch.
go out like a fucking chump. He went out like a chump in the show.
5.
My five is Wingblade. I absolutely love her design. I love her storylines where she's usually a I forget what the hell it's actually called, but she can talk to Titans, communicate with them, wake them up, or sometimes convince them to go to sleep and stop fighting. Almost in the same way that Iron Man was saying, "Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep."
Oh no.
But I absolutely love her samurai design looking thing. She's just playing with like actual propellers for like jets. It's cool. It's sleek. It's red. It's one of the other colors I absolutely love.
Red.
Kind of need one as a toy now.
You're like, I need one as a toy.
I just make this list on Amazon. So, all right, I got this wish list. I got that wish list.
I'm still wrapping my head around. I don't know who made the comment. No, it might have been Jada who made the comment when I was talking about RC. Dean is the reason that we have female Transformers. That was
He didn't hear it. Shh. He didn't hear it. Shh.
I took that as a compliment. You know how I take things as compliments.
So you didn't hear the other half that I said of that.
Nope. 5.
Number 5 for you, sir.
What did you say?
Nope.
No, we're moving on.
5.
Perverts like you and me is what I said fully.
My 5 is Mirage.
You put Mirage at 5.
Who did he replace?
He pushed
Yeah, 5.
everyone down.
He pushed everyone down.
He pushed everyone down.
Same way he saved Noah, huh?
Yep. He's Pete Davidson brings so much life to him. It was fucking cool. And again, there's a lot of relatability. Like Mirage is the cool guy that cares about his image. I'm Mirage. I'm cool. I relate to that. I'm like, I like Mirage. I liked his personality. He had charisma. I like that in the character. He still had heart. He sacrificed himself to save Noah, even though he didn't die. And I liked that he became Noah's suit, but got repaired.
He said, I need you in a driver's suit now. Or a driver's seat. Driver's suit. Wow. Proper grammar is not a thing in my brain.
But again, I got Mirage at 5. I loved him a lot. He went up.
Was he at 6?
No, he went. I debated where I could put him, and I figured I'd put him at 5 because I do like him a little bit more than everyone else that I've said before. Because I was gonna just replace Scorponok at 10 with Mirage. I'm like, that wouldn't be right because I love Mirage a lot now. In one movie, that's surprising, but I guess that Pete Davidson.
Well, you're gonna get him in more than one now.
Yeah, because he's not dead. He's kind of Rust Bucket Mirage, but he's
gonna
same
be the
personality.
The actual talking Bumblebee. Well, you know what? Now that we mention it, I love Prime's call-outs. I don't like you going to those movies.
I don't like you going.
Drive-ins. No more drive-ins. It's okay. They're all closed.
I don't like you going.
Oh, so sad. They were such a big thing in the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Actually, before that too, but
Mirage at 5.
The one drive-in that I can actually remember going to is when my dad owned this big-ass fucking van, sat on top of it to watch George of the Jungle. Yeah, I went to see it. Brendan Fraser.
He was
Fraser
also
movie for that.
the biggest comic relief in a movie, too. But you probably should expect that with Pete Davidson voicing him.
My number 5?
Yes, sir.
Caveat time.
Oh, no.
Caveat time. Bumblebee and Hot Rod.
Oh.
Depending on which series you're watching, it's one of those two taking over the youngling, doesn't know any better, upping their game, having to step up for people.
One of them became a Prime.
Yeah. Proteus Prime.
Unless you count the Bumblebee cartoon series where he's technically a Prime but never gets the leadership matrix.
Yeah. But
he becomes a combiner, though, which is a really weird thing. Just to sell toys.
that's my caveat, is because they both fill the same role in the franchise. Just choose which one you wanted to do. I was very disappointed in the Hot Rod that they gave us for last night.
Yeah, it's like
he's such a big character for a lot of this, and you kind of just tossed him in there for no apparent reason.
Because they always have
and then the accent. For what?
That's all a lot of Transformers movies are. You got the core group, then you got a bunch of sprinkled in ones that don't do much. Like,
actually, speaking of
look
accents,
at when they went to Peru. Who was the one they Autobot they met in Peru? Wheeljack. He barely did anything. He barely did shit.
He was a fucking scared guy. He's supposed to be this tech genius at that.
And he didn't even seem that smart. That's my point. It's like, he's a throwaway. I mean, at least the fucking plane bring Bumblebee. He did something. I'm gonna bring Bumblebee. That's gonna be my thing. But they always do that. It's like, they threw in a popular one that they're just gonna fucking throw away anyway. Oh, man.
So, we moving on to my 4 then?
Yep.
My number 4 has already been mentioned, though I prefer Prime over G1, even though I love G1 too. RC.
Oh, great.
Can't go. I said me and you. Just, I love her character, no matter what she's in. Right alongside Elita 1. Honorable mention. There you go. Optimus Prime's girlfriend. For most of the series.
Okay. I was trying to figure out which Transformer they killed in Bumblebee. Before they went to Earth.
Cliffjumper?
Yeah, they killed Cliffjumper.
Yeah.
I thought I would keep Cliffjumper and Wheeljack.
It's always fucking Cliffjumper.
Yeah.
Because he had the horns on him in that movie, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which, proper look.
4?
That was my number 4, Dean.
My number 4 is one that I wonder if people know. My number 4 is called Sideways.
Sideways?
He's basically a spy. He
was from Armada. He
flips from side to side.
He flips from side to side. I like that element.
Wasn't he also a bike?
He was a bike.
Cool ass looking bike.
He was in Armada. He was pretty big in Armada. He flipped sides all the time, just pretty much whoever was winning. He was a spy for whatever side was winning. The last time you see, and he had a good voice. He had he's purple. He was purple and gold. Spike was purple and gold. And the last time you seen him, I do not remember. I'd have to watch the episode. He was changing sides to the Autobots, and someone caught him and killed him. Even though he kind of floated away in an essence. He didn't even really die.
That was a facade. Faked his death. His spark lives on.
But he was, and another thing too, I had his toy. So it was that there's sentimental because I had his toy. He was one of the few Transformers toys I had was Sideways.
Yeah.
I had his toy. And I'm not kidding. It gives him sentimental value. I had his toy.
We killed Megatron, by the way.
Oh, God. I didn't have many Transformers
He
toys.
looks like Yamcha right now.
Oh, God.
He's not curled in the field position.
One of his legs is bent.
That's just robot in disguise.
In disguise?
Yeah.
Or in disguise?
Oh, my God.
We from Brooklyn. Brooklyn.
Hmm?
Thank God I don't live in New York. I'd get slapped so easily for trying to pronounce Brooklyn.
Trying to...
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
My number 4?
Number 4.
The man, the myth, the legend. The man you all want to die for. Optimus Prime.
Oh, Thomas.
Okay.
Do I need to say anything else?
I don't think we really need to say anything else when it comes to Prime. The first person that you learn of Prime, you've been primed.
That's just Prime.
That's his.
I know.
That's his.
Roll out. Go ahead.
My number 3, and has been mentioned already, but I've got a freaking toy of him for a reason. Starscream. This man is freaking amazing. Like, especially his IDW run where he is right alongside another one on my list. And being able to control the Seekers, which are all very independent for being a troop of flyers. He's just awesome. It's really hard to say more than what's already been mentioned.
Depending on which variation you're looking for.
Like, okay,
very backstabby.
My favorite iteration of him, and I keep going back to the series because it's just awesome to me, is Prime. And it's also because he's voiced by Stephen Bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3.
I was just... I actually totally forgot this, but I seen a picture. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Sideways was in Revenge of the Fallen. He was just... I was like, he was in... Yes, he was. He was killed by Sideswipe. Sideways was the...
Was that the car that he cut in half?
Yeah, that was Sideways.
Let me
Huh.
see that.
That was Sideways in Revenge of the Fallen. That was Sideways.
Okay.
He was killed by Sideswipe. I was like, and I'm like, that's what I mean.
Sideswipe was...
Hold on.
He was the one that basically rode around on the skates.
Oh, fuck. You know that...
Yeah.
That was who he killed. That was Sideways.
Ah,
What, did I just... See, they bitched one of my
goddamn
favorite...
Bayverse deaths.
They bit. I was like, oh yeah, you did. You bitched him out. That's why I don't remember him as much from the movies.
I don't think he did anything.
I don't think they named him in that movie.
You know, that's why.
He's one of those bots that got credit named.
Credit name. But I didn't know. Sideways was in the fuck. But he's way better in Armada. He's actually really dope. Okay, 3. 3 is actually my tie. 3 is actually my tie between Bumblebee. I'll just say Bumblebee. Bumblebee is arguably the most lovable Transformer. Like I said, he's the little kid Transformer that he's adorable and he's loyal. He's a good
Everyone's
fighter.
able to
Kind of relate to him in a way.
yeah.
He's the little kid. And so
which is why he got his human buddy Spike.
he's
An
become
exosuit.
he's become very enduring. In terms of popularity, he probably rivals Optimus just because of the Bay move. Like I was talking to Jay a little
He's
bit.
right there
He was
with him.
popular, then he faded away. Then he was one of the more popular ones when he originated.
I don't count the
Faded away. Then the Bayverse kind of the Bay. Michael Bay was
what's
Bumblebee.
dubbed as the Unicon
Yeah,
trilogy, where we got Hotshot instead of Bumblebee.
that's where Bumblebee kind of faded out. Then Michael Bay's movies. Oh, Bumblebee's popular.
They brought
again.
him
He's
back. We got Witwicky. We had to have Bumblebee.
Yep.
We just didn't get Bug Bumblebee until Bumblebee the movie.
I like that he talks with just radio stations because I can't remember what was it. His voice thing was broke or something.
His voice box was ripped out by Megatron
Nope.
Ripped out by
in the
Megatron.
comics.
In the
And now-
comics, yes.
I have to check something because Matt could probably tell
In
me.
the movie, I can't
It's
fucking remember.
Blitzwig or something. I just thought so.
Blitzwing?
Yeah,
Oh, that was true. I was right. I was like, but in the
I
movie,
just saw it.
Are you talking about the Bumblebee movie?
Yeah,
Because
No,
I don't think
I-
it was ever mentioned in Bayverse.
it was.
Glossed
It just
over
said Brasher just said his voice box was damaged. It never said how.
in battle.
It was it was
I think
kind
it
of
implied by Megatron.
No, it was implied by Barricade because he was
Really?
fight. He that's where he didn't talk at all until he fought Barricade, and they got whatever the little henchman one was that kept hacking into everything.
oh yeah, I forgot. Barricade had that little fucker that was always with him.
Yeah,
That little bull.
but he and Barricade fought when Barricade first went after Sam. But he never talked at that point. But then when they introduced all the other Autobots,
I think it's only
He
been
couldn't talk
6
already.
months since I've actually rewatched these movies. Yet
yeah,
You have
But
to like watch it a day before.
I
have
like
it
that
fresh.
in Bumblebee though. They actually talked, and Dylan O'Brien did his voice in Bumblebee, which was actually cool. But yeah, but my and tied with Bumblebee is Jazz. You knew Jazz was going to be in the upper echelon. The bias of me that he's basically just a black guy. That's just that joke writes itself for me. But two things in the first movie, I swear to God, he's his lieutenant, and he has good stories in like the comics and stuff. But going off the movie, when Bumblebee had his legs were gone, pretty much, Jazz was the only one still there. His car was still. He was the only one sitting there waiting
pulls
with
them along while Bumblebee's.
waiting with Bumblebee. He's the only one still there, so he's loyal. And even though it's how he died, it was still great. Megatron comes around the corner. I can't remember who said it. It might have been Optimus or Ironhide. I don't remember. Megatron's coming, run. Jazz is the only fucker that transformed, just started fighting that fucker. I'm gonna fight you. I'm not running for you, me. I like you. I don't care it got you killed. I don't care it gave you the I want to line.
he's
But
so tiny.
you're so tiny to make, but like you're my fuck.
He's one of the biggest ones in Gen. He's one of the bigger ones in Gen 1, and he's so tiny in the Michael Favors.
And
The
he's
sizes in the Bayverse, especially now. Like, the one thing I gotta say about Rise of the Beasts, why did you have to make them so huge? But it worked out story-wise.
But it was just funny. As Matt alluded to earlier, this is my Lieutenant Jazz. Yo. It was
Yep.
yo. It was obvious. Like, you know how movies, if there's a voice like, this is a black guy. This is a black guy.
Yo. Hey. Breakdancing.
Yeah, and he broke
How do you make some...
Oh, I forgot the third.
How can we make this guy the blackest character ever? Oh yeah, we can have Megatron kill him.
He stood.
Fuck! I did not just make that comparison.
He stood his ground, but
It's better than the joke that was running through my head.
this
so.
is also kind of funny. But
I don't know
it's
if I
still
wanna hear yours.
it kind of plays off of the In2 thing. But it had me dying again. The man is literally just Megatron has
Nothing to do
him.
with the D.
Megatron has him by his legs. He can't really do much. You know, Jazz is just talking shit. You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me? No, I want two. I just like this man talking. He's still talking shit. I love it. But then that's just like, Dean, he's like, you don't talk shit till he goes. I love Jazz. I'm like, man, I wish I got more Jazz. But why you gotta kill these? At least he had an impact and did stuff in the movie. That wasn't until the final fight he died. It wasn't like, here's Sideways. He's dead. That crap.
God damn it. I can say this
He's dead.
often enough now. Bayverse.
Favors. Yeah.
Just forget about all the characters that you bring in and just name drop them.
Because I'm sitting there too like, did they ever say Sideways? Revenge of the Fallen?
I don't think they did.
They ever said Sideways.
He just drove. He was trying to drive away, and
Oh, that was Sideways.
I don't think they ever
Ask
named him.
Michael Bay. Sideways in Revenge of the Fallen. No, he was. He didn't even. Oh yeah, I would have known. He didn't even drop his name. He wasn't even a bike. He should have been a bike. Fuck. Okay, let's move on. I'm like, fuck. God, Michael Bay. Michael Bay, we don't hate you. I love you. You're awesome.
Don't explode Jay's laptop.
What? Hey! Bro. It explodes. It's gonna hit me. It's gonna hit you. It may hit him.
Oh God.
It's gonna start a fire for sure.
I would expect the hype button to go off.
Not a... He has to turn it on just for it to work.
Man.
My number 3 is the character I feel probably had the biggest character arc in the entire Beast Wars franchise. Cheetor.
Especially into Beast Machines,
Yeah.
No,
where he
mistake.
basically took over for Primal.
Cheetor? Was Cheetor in Rise of the
Yeah,
Cheetah
he
in
was.
Rise of-
He was the
okay.
cheetah.
Okay, yeah, I was like,
had 2 fucking lines.
yeah. Yep.
And his robot form was only shown a couple of times. He threw was he the one who threw the spear?
Yes.
Yes.
That's his tail.
Yeah.
He threw his fucking tail.
He said so. Here's like, take this. He said something though, at least.
Uh-huh.
Take this.
And he had one line as like a cheetah or whatever.
Yeah, one line is you. You imagine whoever.
I'm sorry I scared you. Oh, that's just the motor oil.
Could you imagine? Hey, could you imagine his? Was he anyone big that voiced him?
No.
You imagine? Hey, you go. Come, guy gets in there. All right. Give him my lines. Slides him a napkin. Those are my lines. Yes, that's all you say. Record those lines and go home. You're getting paid like 100 grand to do this. Okay. Take this. Am I done? Done. Go home. All right. Drive home. That's the life.
That's
I don't know how many times I told you I wouldn't mind being a voice actor.
I'm sorry. When one of your lines is "Take this," that's gonna stick with me now.
I mean, is it better than a voice actor becoming grenade 8 o'clock?
Yeah, grenade.
I can't hear him say "take this" without it.
Oh
I can't-
fuck! Take this.
I can't take it seriously when he says "take this." You couldn't say that.
No, I can't. I can't.
It's dangerous to go along. Take this.
All right, DDD.
2.
Oh man.
Jetfire.
Hey, there's a big name that ain't been said.
I hated his look in Bayverse.
Old man Jetfire.
The ancient ass fucking plane that we got.
Hey.
Only to
Blackbird,
fucking
though.
die and become Optimus Prime's power up.
Oh
Which
my
has
god!
happened. Which
Yeah.
has happened.
The power up that made Optimus basically
He just chucked it away.
no, because they gave him the ideas for the flight tech that he eventually used for 3. So the power they just modified it with whoever the Tinkerer guy was that was there.
That was Wheeljack again.
That was Wheeljack?
Yeah, he just had a different fucking look. The Einstein one?
I don't think
That was Wheeljack. They've changed his look so many times.
But I don't think they called him Wheeljack in that movie. I don't think that didn't pop out. It's like they called him Professor or something.
Yeah, they called him the Professor.
But they didn't call him. I don't think they ever called
That
him
was
Wheeljack.
Wheeljack.
I just don't think they call.
Are you doing
That-
Revenge of the Fallen?
No, he was in the
Dark of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon. But I don't think they ever called him Wheeljack.
I'm just gonna look at the here. No, not that one. Dark Side.
He's the Einstein one with the fucking blue lines coming off his head and his eyes just pop.
But that power up basically made Optimus MacGuffined out in Dark Side of the Moon. It's like, how are we going to get we know Optimus is the most powerful, but how are we going to trap him so he's not killing everybody like Dean loved him to do in that end? It's like, we're going to trap him in the corners of a building.
That is something he does in these movies so much, though. I'm gonna take him out myself. What? Optimus Prime's doing that? I thought he was like Captain America.
But that's 2. Dean, you got your 2?
I was sitting there like I was trying to figure. No, it's got him. I have to really dig into that to find. Oh, I just fucking realized in Dark of the Moon, someone voiced Dino / Mirage. I'm like, yeah, they're rebooting. I'm like, you used half of these.
Mirage in that one?
Yeah.
Wait, what it said? Dino?
Dino / Mirage.
What the fuck is that? Click on that.
Transformers.
Does it have a picture?
Just takes me to Transformers. No, I'm just like,
Oh,
Really?
no, that's the 86 movie.
it is?
Yeah.
Wait, is it? No, Dark of the Moon.
Really?
Oh,
Why did it say Dino?
I'm looking
Because
at these.
it brought you to the 86.
I'm looking
logo.
at these casts, like, bro, all these Transformers.
I type in Dark Side of the Moon movie. Why is the cast that it's giving me Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, Shia LaBeouf, and in between them is Lady Mazzo, mailroom worker.
What? Lazy mailroom worker?
Oh, I'm on Wikipedia.
so that's helping.
That's the main cast that it's giving me. It's giving me the girl, the guy, and a mailroom worker.
Mail.
All right.
Okay, Google.
Oh my
Dean?
God. What?
Instead of take this, let's be mailroom workers.
Mail.
We're getting credited on fucking Google.
Oh my God. Oh, what? We're on my 2 now.
But first you'll have to unlock your device.
Okay.
What? No, shut up. I didn't know I had it activated.
To be fair, Sentinel Prime was voiced by Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah. But
Rest in peace, buddy.
I had to sit there and look. Jet Farr. Oh yeah, Jet Farr's he had a cane.
Yes. I didn't fucking like that.
George Coe is Q/Wheeljack.
Yeah.
They called him Q, though. They didn't call him Wheeljack in that movie.
Yes.
It's like, what the fuck? My okay. My number 2 is Megatron. Megatron's my number 2. He's a good villain. He's annoying. He's always annoying. 'Cause he's always fucking around. Like, hey, I'm Megatron. I'm back to cause some bullshit. Often, oh no, it's this fucker again.
Even when he dies, he comes back.
it's this
with a new
fucker
body.
again. I have a new body. I'm back.
I have a new name. I'm Galvatron.
No, you're Megatron. No, it's Galvatron now.
Unicron.
I'm bigger and I'm tougher.
Unicron gave me a new name.
I got a new name. Megatron was just my government name.
How did I fucking break that?
Like, he's always had cool designs,
Arm action.
but he's enduring. He's a villain that he's around. He's always around. He's always gonna be around. He's an iconic villain. I consider him an iconic villain. He does his thing, as he said. He comes back. It's kind of like fucking how Batman's Rogues Gallery is. He throws them in Arkham, and they just come back. Like, how many times does Joker and shit has Batman's Rogues escaped from Arkham? The security in that place is fucking trash. But you know, Megatron. He transforms into a bunch of fucking shit too, which is cool. I like a little bit of variety. Okay, Megatron. Like I said, we've talked about Megatron so much. I don't got to really elaborate that much on Megatron.
My number 2 is Grimlock.
Grimlock is high.
You don't want Grimlock high.
the blumbering barbarian.
Barbarian.
Yeah, that's why you should love him.
Yeah, you should. So I'm surprised he was so low. But easily the favorite of the Dinobots. Very
My
easily.
Dinobots. They had to be an honorable mention because I can't
Differentiate between them.
no, because I love them all. I can't place them on a list 1 through 10 because I love them that much.
Well, I would have just categorized it as the Dinobots. Just give them all
Kind of
the...
did.
But you gave them an honorable mention. I would have given them a slot.
I wanted, yeah.
I gave Dinobot a slot. I would give Dinobots a slot.
He was on there too.
Sometimes you got to fill the slot.
No.
It's the thing. I can't make actual lists. It's my issue. I can't number them 1 through 10.
Yeah, and
I only number them for you guys.
arguably, robot Dinobot transformed very much looks like the Megazord. G1 Megazord.
What?
Like, I picture when I see Blackhead Grimlock, I always picture Gen 1 Power Rangers Megazord. Very similar to me in my brain, just in the way it looks. But
the fact that Grimlock was what he was reduced to in Age of X, but all of them were. You can't just single out Grimlock. They all were.
And one of them was technically wrong because you had the Triceratops. One they had the pterodactyl. They turned the Brachiosaurus into the Spinosaurus basically for extinction. Yeah. They just made another raptor.
The Stegosaurus.
There's technically 5 Dinobots, aren't there? They only made 4 in extinction. I saw that. In the original cartoon, there's 5 Dinobots, and they only made 4 for extinction. Because it was the pterodactyl, Triceratops, whatever the finned one was in T-Rex.
Yep.
But when the original cartoon, it was...
We got a T-Rex, a Brachiosaurus, a pterodactyl, a Triceratops, a Stegosaurus.
5, 6, 7, 8.
In the original?
The original had 4.
The original was 4? I thought there was 5.
Technically, Swoop was in there, but it didn't get added in. It's one of those where it was
Okay.
Your originals were Grimlock, Snarl, Slag, and Sludge. Then you added in Swoop, Slash, Strafe, and Scorn.
Just like I said, as much as I made a joke about it, I'll always just sit there and be like, how the fact that you reduced Grimlock to a fucking horse. Which was it was badass. But at the same time, it's like,
we got
he's a horse?
4.
the Raptor, I don't know what the fuck
The
that is.
Triceratops, the T-Rex, and the Pterodactyl.
Yep.
Triceratops, the Spinosaurus,
We didn't get a raptor.
and a Pterosaur. Yeah, we got a raptor. Fuck. Well, that's new. I didn't know my phone could do that.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to zoom in, but it won't let me. In the corner there. The feathered raptor.
Feathered.
We actually got a feathered raptor.
I don't recognize that.
Unless
I don't
it was
rec-
just a toy,
I don't recognize
been.
that one.
because we know how things are with toys.
Number 1, Jay.
My number one is the number tie, and that. Wow, I should not throw my phone. Because without them, Beast Wars would be nothing. I got Primal and Megatron, Beast Wars Megatron, mind you, as my number one.
Okay.
I love these. This is my childhood right
I don't
here.
wait the way that one looks.
It works. Rawr. Rawr, rawr. I can't wait to listen to that and hear the clanking toys be like, what is this fucker doing?
Clang, 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 clang.
No!
clang.
Clang, 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 clang.
Damn it.
Thank you for walking into that. Number 1?
My number one is the most probably obvious. My number one is Optimus Prime.
Not surprised.
What?
Not surprised.
He is one of them heroes that I consider the ultimate good guy. Like I said, when I think of hero, I think of Spider-Man, Superman. Optimus creeps his way in there too. 'Cause he's good. He's just. He's a warrior. He always tries to do good. He's flawed. He's not perfect, but he at his heart he's always good, and he even learns to try to help people and humans. Humans become his people too, just as much as the Autobots are. I love his art. He's always developed nicely. I love his color scheme. I love the blue, the red, transforms into a truck. I loved his.
Let's see, blue and red. Who else do we know that wears those
Oh,
colors?
you son of a bitch! You pulled that out of your ass, and I love it. That was funny. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, you fuck."
That wasn't total shit.
I'm like, oh, he has Spider-Man colors, but I like that he has an axe. I do love when he has his sword though. His sword is badass. I really do enjoy that.
That he's most known for the axe.
Yep. And his voice is the most iconic. One of the most iconic voices there is, Mr. Peter Cullen. To me, I won't put him above. He's right up there with James Earl Jones' Vader. Peter Cullen is Optimus Prime. They have such distinguishable voices. What?
No, I was agreeing with you on that one.
So
Get Leonard Nimoy has voiced several people in the Transformers franchise. Like he's literally Sentinel Prime, and he's Galvatron in fucking Transformers too.
There's a lot, and he's a great leader too. Again, flawed. He's not perfect, but I like flaws. You don't have some flaws, you get kind of boring after. Look in Rise of the Beast, he was kind of a douche at first. Who is this human? He's tiny, squishy. Get him out of here. I don't like humans. We can't trust these people. They're tiny and squishy. We can't trust them. Then he's like, okay, we'll trust them. I like that. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I believe that's it.
No, I got my one.
Oh.
I wanted to ask Jay a question.
Oh no.
Can you figure out who my number one is?
No, I can't.
Somebody they haven't done yet in any of the Bay films.
Beast Wars?
He's not in Beast Wars. He's not in Beast Wars.
You
But
got
he's
me,
in
man.
but he's in several of the cartoons. Almost all of them, I'm pretty sure. And he's never been touched in the Michael Bay films yet.
I'm having pure silence here because I'm trying to remember his entire list, and then who hasn't.
You have a
And
better
in the
chance of
fucking-
getting this one. I ain't got many guesses.
No, I literally, I can't think of it. I can't.
Ultra Magnus.
Oh.
The literal number 2.
For Autobots. They've never touched. And
How?
it
How have
and it pisses me off to this day. He's literally my favorite.
we got Sentinel Prime?
Got Sentinel Prime, you gave Jazz the title of Lieutenant, and you have never touched Ultra Magnus.
We killed Optimus, and we don't.
It's
Yes,
true, though. Now I know who he's talking about. I'm like, oh, yeah.
his hand-picked
He's the one
successor.
who should have gotten.
Optimus's literal hand-picked successor has never been in any of the Bay films. And not Bumblebee, and now not Rise of the Beasts.
That's kind of, that's kind of... Never been touched.
Fair.
Not
Ri-
even just
Rise of
threw
the
him in
Beast-
there to be a crappy character. Not
They
even
didn't,
touched.
you didn't even see him on the Cybertron part of Bumblebee.
Rise of the Beast didn't give us like shit for Autobots.
No. I gave all the every Autobot had already been.
It only gave us a quarter of the team of Maximals. Right? Only a quarter?
The only technically Air Razor did come later, but Air Razor you swap with Rat Trap, and that would have been the original team because the original team I think was Optimus, Rhinoc, Cheetor, and Rat Trap. I think that was the original team.
The original,
Did you really want the Rat Trap to show up? Would have been kind of cool. See a
They just
giant
wanted to
rat.
add a flyer that they didn't even get to use for the final battle anyway.
Yeah.
No, because she got taken over. Kind of shit.
There's still, I mean,
Mind control!
the funny thing, it was probably, might have been a funniest thing I just realized. Optimus Prime did not appear on Jay's list.
Nope.
I'm like, huh?
Well, how many times do you want us to mention Optimus Prime, though? I was surprised we've seen Starscream as many times as we did, and
Was he on everyone's? He was on mine and yours. Was he on Matt's? Was
I
Starscream
don't
on
think it
yours?
was,
No.
I don't think it was
No.
on Matt's.
He was not on mine.
Now, just because I'm thinking about it, Optimus Prime was on me and Matt's. Megatron was kind of on everyone's. Yes.
Yeah, different Megatron, though.
Bumblebee was Bumblebee on anyone else's?
No,
No. Surprising.
you were the Bumblebee guy.
Jazz was on Matt's. I was the only Sideways. I was the only Mirage. RC was on me and yours. Soundwave was on a couple. Who had Soundwave? I did.
Yeah, I had.
Did we all have Soundwave?
I did not have Soundwave. I only had one Decepticon.
You did not have Soundwave. Ironhide. I think he was on yours. Was he?
He was not on his.
He was not on Jay's.
No.
Grimlock was on me and Matt's. And Starscream was. Where was
Just-
Starscream? Was us too. Okay,
Sorry,
so
I distracted myself again. Sorry.
I was, in a way, I think I was the most different because I had. Wait, no, I had 3.
My number one was the most surprising.
Yeah, I'm just saying I had 3 that were on no one else's list: Bumblebee, Sideways, and Mirage.
He had more thought going into his design, I swear to God. I just don't like
I
his
don't.
arms.
He does not look accurate.
No, he doesn't.
This does.
Yeah. Turn our podcast into a toy.
A toy exposition.
Here's what we think of these.
These 2 toy reviews. Oh
You
no!
know, I always forget to make these go up when I transform them into robot mode.
I'll be 100% honest too. There's no good stores to get toys anymore.
No, you got to go to the old school shops, collect your stuff, and then they
You
charge
want
you
to
an arm and a
know?
leg.
Well, they really don't. I've heard they're making a comeback though. You want to know where? When I was a kid, it was my favorite place. Dad took me all the time. Was Toys R Us. That was the shit. That was my
sort
store.
of making a comeback.
Dad would take me there, and I'd fill up the
I
cart
guess
with toys.
what I've seen on TikTok is that what?
I did this, and it's just like,
He's supposed to. You're supposed to be able to oppose his arms like this, and that thing on his back, if I didn't have it fucking broken, is supposed to do this. When you flick it, it's supposed to do this.
Oh,
It's
no
supposed
wonder
to bump
you
his-
like him. Fucking Hulk.
What were you saying about Toys
You
R
watch
Us?
the show, you know his character. I like him for that, and plus, gorillas. I love gorillas and pandas, so I'm biased when it comes to that.
I can't say nothing because imagine if there was a lion one.
There is, and he is a prime,
Of course.
Leo Prime.
Le Prime.
Have you ever seen him?
I don't believe I have. I'm like, there it is.
Here, hold on. Yeah, he has toys too, and he has a Nemesis version of him.
Oh, so he has a Levi.
No,
Oh my god. I love how, I learned something new. I'm like, really?
check him out. He's pretty fucking cool looking.
Look at that. He's got his little mane. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to need the... Oh, God.
Yeah,
that's
this is
cool.
literally turned into toys podcast now.
Close
Check
it out.
Check it out.
Dope. That is really dope. Okie dokie. Now, just because you just don't hear mindless chatter. Thanks for listening. The episode will be up soon. And as always, check out Badger Collectibles if you're ever in the Milwaukee area. Juan, best pop salesman in town. Do not care. So, all right, everyone, have a safe good night. Shout out. Goodbye, Philippines. Goodbye, Nigeria.
See you
our
all on the
listeners.
Flash episode.
Maximize and roll
Flash
out.
episode coming soon.